Talbot gets a start against his former team, and we're hoping for a good game. And again, the Red Wings really have not stolen a game probably now in the last 7 or 8 games where they've been outplayed and their goaltender won the game for them. So it's about time for that to turn around. But Craig Smith, I think, is a good addition as well. He's a veteran to forward, getting close to 1,000 games played, most of it with the Nashville Predators. He's a very effective player, and all of a sudden, I put him in that third line with JT Compher, Vladimir Tarasenko, and all of a sudden that looks like a much better third line. The second line will be Casper between Alex DeBrincat and Kane, and Marcus Elmer Soderblom will stay in that top line with Dylan Larkin and Lucas Raymond.
Craig Smith played with Chicago this season, and a lot of players on that team, because of their record, are big minus players, and he's -7 on the season. That's not bad for a team that really hasn't won a lot, but 9 goals, 7 assists, 16 points on the season for Craig Smith.
But you know, Ken, it's funny. When I saw Chicago in the offseason, I thought their general manager did a real good job of getting a lot of different veteran guys, different parts, and brought them to Chicago to help out the younger players, especially Connor Bedard. But it really hasn't worked out that way. It's just none of those guys have been really that effective. And Craig Smith's been around for a long time. He's getting close to 1,000 games played. He knows how to play. He's a good offensive player. It's definitely going to help the Red Wings up front.
Going back to Peter Mrazek, he is wearing uniform number 43 with the Detroit Red Wings. He's played with 6 different clubs, twice with Detroit now, but he's also played for Philadelphia, Carolina, Toronto, and the Chicago Blackhawks.
It seems like a long time ago, doesn't it, when he came to Detroit? And Riley Sham came, and Tom Tatar, and Gustav and Nyquist, and the Wings had all those young players, and Gustav Nyquist is still playing. He's back actually playing with Minnesota. He was dealt away by Nashville. That's one of the teams he's played with previously. He should help them come playoff season as well. But it's a critical game again for the Red Wings. They've got to get these 2 points tonight, or at least some kind of a point. Head home, take on the Buffalo Sabres on Wednesday. Hope to win that hot game. This will not come easy. This Ottawa team is much improved. And again, they want to keep piling up the points and get themselves into the playoffs.
Well, the Red Wings are 3 points final wild card spot in the Eastern Conference, and 4 points out of the first wild card spot that is currently held by the Columbus Blue Jackets. They have 70 points. Ottawa in that final seed with 69 points.
And you watch Columbus last night playing against the New York Rangers, and again they beat the Rangers badly in New York, 7-3 the final score. So nobody, I think, is going to stop that Columbus team. And again, they've got some great players not in the lineup. Sean Monahan, Cole Sillinger up front. That's 2 of their 4 center icemen, and they're still picking up victories. So they're starting to look more and more like a playoff team. They got 19 games left. If they go 10-9, they'll get to 90 points. If Ottawa goes 10-9 and 1 in their 20 games, they get to 90. The Wings have got to go 12-7, so it tells you the discrepancy. The Wings have got to start piling up some victories and cannot afford too many more regulation losses.
Well, the lights are dim here at the Canadian Tire Center. We have a little pregame ceremony, a little bit of a later start, later face-off. So we'll talk about the league a little bit right now and some breaking news around the National Hockey League. Florida defenseman Aaron Ekblad, he's been suspended 20 games for violating the NHL and NHL Players Association policy on performance-enhancing drugs. So now you look at Seth Jones, and he was acquired from the Chicago Blackhawks to add some depth on the blue line. They're going to need it right now.
I'll tell you what, that Bill Zito was just something else, the general manager of the Florida Panthers. And I mean, nobody saw any of this coming, but nobody saw him picking up Seth Jones. Chicago Blackhawks was that big contract. He made that work, and then even probably a bigger move, getting Brad Marchand from the Boston Bruins. Like nobody expected Marchand to end up with the Florida Panthers from the Boston Bruins, but those guys definitely going to help out. But come back there, Aaron Ekblad, just a great defenseman back there, equally good offensively, defensively. He's going to be missed, but again, 20 games, they got 18 games left on their schedule, I think. That's 2 games into the playoffs they'll miss, but they're running on all cylinders right now. They've won, I think, 6 consecutive games now, the Florida Panthers, and they outscored the opposition by margin, I think, at 25-5 in those 6 games. So they're equally good offensively, defensively. Bobrovsky good in goal. It's going to be a tough team to beat again come playoff season, the Stanley Cup champs.
Hey, you look at the Toronto Maple Leafs. They've lost 2 straight and 4 points behind the Florida Panthers.
Well, right now, Brandon Carlo did come in. That's one of the defense they picked up from the Boston Bruins. He's a good player as well, but Chris Tanev still not back in that blue line. But I still have faith in the Maple Leafs. I think once that defensive group comes back, they all get healthy, I think that's going to settle down. They got 2 young goaltenders. Anthony Stolarz, he was up last year for Florida Panthers. He's probably now, but for the Maple Leafs, there's so many seasons they've lost in the opening round of the playoffs. If that happens one more time, who knows what happens in Toronto? this offseason.
And Paul, you can't cut out the Tampa Bay Lightning right now. They're 8-2-0 in their last 10 hockey games. They have 78 points, so they're closing in not only on Toronto, but also the Florida Panthers.
Yeah, but just think what happened the last game. Like, how do you ever predict that the Boston Bruins, after losing Brad Marchand, Brendan Carlo back in the blue line, all the different players, the injuries, all the guys not in the lineup, how do they go down to Tampa and beat Tampa Bay 4-0? And Tampa Bay, I think, was 8-1-1 in the last 10 games. But it just shows you, again, every game is winnable in the National Hockey League. It doesn't matter if you're in first place, you're in last place. If you don't play the right way, you're definitely going to get beat. So every team has a chance. And, of course, that includes the Red Wings tonight here against Ottawa.
All right, Paul, keys to the games. What do the Red Wings have to do to come away with 2 points here in Ottawa?
Well, get off to a good start. And, again, just manufacture that same style of play we saw in the first 12 minutes against the Washington Capitals when they're all over the Capitals. They couldn't get out of their own zone. Just play that same way and try and do it for a longer period of time. Just do it shift after shift. Win the first period, second period, third period. It's a winnable hockey game. We've got a good feeling about this one. I think the Red Wings are going to finally break out against their rival, divisional rival, Ottawa.
Take a look at the injury report right now. It is brought to you by McLaren Healthcare, doing what's best. Jeff Petrie, Andrew Kopp, Carter Mazer are the Red Wing injuries.
And when you balance out the special teams, it's almost a pretty even. Both teams struggle a little bit on the penalty kill. The Wings are far worse than Ottawa. The Wings a little bit better than the Ottawa Center on that power play, but stay out that penalty box as well. Don't give the opposing team chances.
Red Wings and the Senators doing battle. Big 2 points on the table. We thank you for tuning in to Red Wing Hockey this Monday night. We'll be back with tonight's opening face-off after these words on the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
Wallside's early bird special ends Wednesday. Half off every window, plus an extra 20% off the sale price when you pay cash. Or no interest financing. It's Wallside's early bird sale. Half off every window, plus an extra 20% off the sale price. Or no interest financing. This sale positively ends Wednesday, March 19th. Call Wallside today, 1-800-521-7800, or go to wallside.com.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We know that when you're hurt, hiring a law firm with the most experience can mean the difference between getting everything you deserve or walking away empty-handed. We're Michigan's most experienced personal injury law firm. Our lawyers have over 600 years of collective experience. 600 years. And that matters because more experience means more money and more wins for our clients. Our experience pays. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
J.P. Weiser's Canadian Whiskey is a proud partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Sure, we could have teamed up with Toronto, or Montreal, or even Ottawa. But we'd rather support our neighbors across the river, because we've been doing things our way since 1857. So grab our smooth, new 10-year-old whiskey and taste what it means to be wisely done.
Face-off is just moments away as we pause for station identification on the Detroit Red Wings radio.
Before, during,
wrist fars in, shoots deflected, they score!
lives here. Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
Canadian Tire Center here in Ottawa, Ontario, the site of tonight's hockey game. Third of 4 meetings on the season between the Red Wings and the Ottawa Senators. Along with Paul Woods, I'm Ken Cal. Little pregame ceremony here. May Batherson, she's the sister of Drake Batherson, who plays for the Ottawa Senators. She's dropping the puck. She plays for the Minnesota Frost in the PWHL. And Minnesota takes on the Ottawa Charge tomorrow night right here in Ottawa.
And Linus Ullmark will get the start in goal for head coach Travis Green. Of course, he was part of that great goaltending tandem last year for the Boston Bruins. Boy, hard to believe no one probably picked that to start the season. The Bruins would miss the playoffs in the Eastern Conference.
For the battle out in the West, we talked a little bit about the East, Paul, but the Los Angeles Kings, they've won a couple of games. They're trying to move up the ladder there. First place is held by the Vegas Golden Knights.
That was a must-need victory last night. They were on hard times. They had dropped 5 consecutive games, so a big victory for them. Vegas and Edmonton atop that Pacific Division. But how about that Central Division? The Winnipeg Jets are going to finish in first, but how about the second and third place teams? The Dallas Stars, the Colorado Avalanche. What a battle that's going to be in the opening round of the Western Conference playoffs. And 37 different players that Chris McFarland and the Colorado Avalanche have used during the course of a season. That's the most of any team in the NHL, but what a masterful job that young general manager did at the trade deadline.
And Alex Ovechkin keeps rolling along. Point number 1,600 in a goal yesterday. And I'll tell you what, he is only 9 now away from breaking Wayne Gretzky's record.
They're empty netter for Alexander Ovechkin after a nasty streak. They dropped 3 in a row. The Capitals back on track as well.
Well, the lights are dim here at Canadian Tire Center as we go downstairs for the singing of the Star Spangled Banner and O Canada.
We also ask, in the spirit of this great game that unites everyone, that you kindly respect the national anthems and the players that represent each country. We now ask that you remain standing for the singing of O Canada by Jennifer Silva. Mesdames et messieurs, veuillez rester debout pour l'interprétation de l'hymne national du Canada par Jennifer Silva.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras sait porter l'épée, il sait porter la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for
That's a lovely Jennifer Silva with the Star Spangled Banner. O Canada prior to the start of tonight's hockey game. Third meeting of 4 on the season between these two clubs. Red Wings will take on the Ottawa Senators a little bit later on in the month of March over at Little Caesars Arena. Let's look at the starting lineups right now, brought to you by Wallside Windows. We can do that. We are the factory. Call us today for a free estimate.
He will be Linus Allmark in goals, got to 15 victories on the season. Former Bruin Annette Miner, very good 9-0-9. He was a very good start to the season, playing much better now. And back on the blue line, Artem Zub, paired there with Jacob Sanderson, outstanding young defender. And up front, the third line, Shane Pinto, Ridley Gregg, and Michael Amadio, who had the game-time goal late in regulation time against the New York Rangers their last time out.
Cam Talbot getting the goal. He's putting the mask on right now as he is the starting goaltender for the Red Wings for this hockey game. Ben Sherratt teamed up with Mo Sider on the blue line. Up front, you got Elmer Soderblom with Dylan Larkin and Lucas Raymond. I really thought maybe we'd see Peter Mrazek in goal for the Red Wings, but maybe he'll get the start Wednesday as the Red Wings return home for a game against the Buffalo Sabres.
Well, you never know his situation and how he's feeling since coming from Chicago. But again, the Wings understand exactly what Cam Talbot can bring to the table. So I thought Mrazek, but I'm starting to think now that Cam Talbot was the right decision. Any decision these guys have made to whip these players day after day, they know what they're doing. Very important game for both teams.
I think Tom McClellan's looking for a goaltender right now that can take the bull by the horns and just play some exceptional hockey right now as the puck has been distributed out to center ice. We're underway here in Ottawa. Greg in front of the Red Wing bench to dump it in behind the Red Wing goal.
It's a high-energy third line for Travis Green, the head coach, his first year back in behind that Ottawa bench. Here come the quickly back on the attack.
Mario dumps it in. Pinto after the puck, but getting there first to play it around the boards from him is Mo Sider. No score early in the hockey game. The puck lifted up the left side. Soderblom with a feed out to Lucas Raymond. Charges over the blue line. Got a shot away, but that one way wide of the goal. Allmark looking on as that puck comes back into the corner and hustling after to Mario in deep. Bumped it off the boards to Sanderson. Smooth skating defenseman Sanderson backpedals his way out in front now and behind the goals. He prepares the breakout as Ottawa's changing on the go.
And he's quietly become the number one defenseman back in the Ottawa Senators. That's Jake Sanderson. His dad was a very good NHL forward.
Kachuk out there now for the Ottawa Senators. No score in the hockey game. Kachuk with a bump on Johansson. The puck loose out in front of the Red Wing goal, but moving it ahead is Tarasenko out to center ice. And now Smith, the newest Red Wing, will bounce that puck in behind the Ottawa goal.
We've experienced for Craig Smith, 960 games in the National Hockey League. Linesman waits out that icing call. He says the Red Wing defenseman could have played it. That's Simon Evanson.
No score in the first period. Up the left wing, Casper dumping it out to center ice. Now lifted by Nick Jensen, the former Red Wing, up over the Detroit blue line, but that play is offside. A whistle and a face-off coming up out at center ice. Minute and a half gone by in the opening period.
We've been concentrating a lot of those three top teams in the Eastern Conference, Ottawa, Columbus, and the New York Rangers. Rangers have 68 points, just 2 points behind, 1 point behind Ottawa. And then you got the Detroit Red Wings at 66, Montreal 66, the Boston Bruins. They're still at 66, and the Islanders 65 points they lost last night. That loss hurts their playoff chances.
That goaltending just hurting New York right now. The Rangers, as they allowed 11 goals in the last two hockey games.
Wait a second. I thought they had the best goaltender in the world, Igor Shesterkin, playing for him. They gave him that big contract.
Well, the Senators scored 4 on him one game, and then the next game it was the Blue Jackets posting 7 on the Rangers.
Whatever the Rangers are doing, it's definitely not working out.
Down low, Gustafson hitting along the near side. The puck comes off the boards, out to center ice, hustling after it. Kane for Detroit. Both teams changing on the fly as Kane lifts it up the left side to Gustafson. He eludes a check after dumping it around the boards, far corner in the Ottawa zone. Chasing it down along the boards for Detroit. Knocked down was Rasmussen. It's sent back into the Red Wing zone. Sider picking it up, and he's belted in behind the net by Fabian Zetterlund. Puck tapped into the corner. Zetterlund to pick it up, bumping him back is Sider. Not giving an inch is Sider as he picks up the loose puck now in the corner, moves it out in front of his own goal, starts the attack out to center ice through the Ottawa logo at center, and he'll dump end over end right in the Ottawa end.
Not quite sure why San Jose gave him up, but Fabian Zetterlund, those numbers outstanding. 17 goals, 36 points, and plus 8 on a team with a minus 75 goal differential. That's hard to do.
Guys I like on San Jose is Celebrini. What a player he is, huh?
Not going to ever get him in a trade. He's the number 1 draft pick, and he definitely has a chance to win the Calder Trophy, league's top rookie, he and 3 other players.
No score in the first period. Red Wings break out of their own zone. They're attacking right to left. Albert Johansson out to the red line. He is belted hard along the far wing by Greg. And now it's scooted ahead to Artem Zub out the center. He'll flip it off his stick. It ends up in behind the Red Wing goal. Johansson rifles it around the boards, knocking it down Amadio. It popped up into the air. Amadio after it again. The right corner. Now it's Greg tying it up along the boards. Amadio dug it free, slides it out in front of the Red Wing goal, taking a poke at it. Shane Pinto, but holding on with a glove hand. Talbot. Now we've got a little wrestling match back behind the net. Cooler heads prevail.
Well, the Wings now you got to stay out of these matchups. If you have a team that's trailing on in the standings, so you can't afford to pick up a minor penalty. Give them a power play goal. It's not a busy game. Night Hockey, Edmonton on the road against the Buffalo Sabres. Buffalo against Josh Norris in their lineup for the second game. He traded from Ottawa. Chicago on the road against Colorado. It's going to be a tough game. Chicago to win, and Toronto on the road against the Utah Hockey Club, and Utah battling hard for a playoff spot as well in the Western Conference.
Ryan Reeves was put on waivers not too long ago for the trade deadline. Did you think maybe someone would pick him up, Paul?
Yeah, I do. That's how Kenny. He rarely plays when he's in the game and stuff like that. He definitely brings an element to the game. He gives your players a bit of confidence going out there, but he doesn't log much ice time that fourth line. So it just seemed no other team took a shot at him. So it might be near the end for Ryan Reeves, but I'll tell you what, he was a very good fourth line player for many, many years.
One of those players, though, that can keep the flies away as Jensen moves in with a shot, and he fired that one wide of the goal, and the rebound off the glass and out of play.
But the problem is, and again, you get on the road, the other coach has the last line matchup. And all of a sudden now you can't play that fourth line.
Players like that, I think of Bob Probert, obviously could fight, but he could also play.
An all-star player. He had 29 goals one year for the Red Wings. He was part of that top line with Steve Eisman and Gerard Gallant.
Kosar fit that mold as well.
Same thing with Kurt Maltby and Chris Draper. Very effective line. Scotty Bowman would start that line all the time.
Aaron McCarty, another one, as the puck is back into the
same job as
Ottawa zone. Jensen lifts it up the left wing. No score in the hockey. To play.
Tarasenko got clipped with a high stick. He was hoping when the referees saw that, but he didn't, so he makes his way to the bench.
From center, rifles it into the far corner, diagonal the Red Wing zone. Now the wing break out here. Here's Big Elmer moving away from a check of Batherson out to center. Lifts it over the line. Smith with the dipping shot, a hard slapper from the right side on target. Hallmark the save. Now Zub will tap it in behind his own goal. And the Senators in those black jerseys with the red and gold trim attacking right to left, bring it ahead. Over the line, Stutzla, 14-game point streak for him, drops it back now to Chuck with a shot from the top of the right circle, and Talbot's all the way. It made the save.
That's a dangerous top line. Claude Giroux playing on the wing now with Tim Stutzla and Brady Tkachuk. Good work there by both Stutzla and Tkachuk. The boy, that Brady Tkachuk was something else. Nations tournament. What a player for Team USA.
Yeah, what about Matthew Tkachuk? It's like he's going to be out for some time, right?
And I think that Brad Marchand going there may be part of the reason for that. Maybe like an insurance policy in case he can't come back right off the bat. Opening around, but they're not going to play probably Toronto or Tampa Bay in that opening around. But what a matchup that's going to be again. The Tampa Bay Lightning against the Toronto Maple Leafs. If that happens in the Atlantic Division.
I would think that the Florida Panthers think they're going to go deep into the playoffs. So you got guys like Ekblad who's going to be out for 20 games because of violating the substance abuse policy. But he'll be back, and so will Marchand, and they'll be a strong team.
But just think about again what Seth Jones has done there when he came from Chicago Blackhawks.
Gallo in behind his own goal, and he will set it up for the Ottawa Senators as he's in behind his own net.
And Dominic Shine causing problems deep in Ottawa zone. Breakout here by Ottawa.
In front of the penalty box. It's back over the Red Wing blue line and lifted ahead by Detroit. And Powell tried to play it up across the line. Second effort dumps it in behind the Red Wing. No score in the opening period. Sider wrapped it around and behind his own goal for Sherratt. Watched by a couple of players. One of them more, but now the Red Wings will pick it up and fail to clear it out. Held in. Now a shot from long range taken right there by Zetterlund on target, glove save, and after the whistle, Shine is being pushed around right out in front by Highmore.
Well, if you can draw a minor penalty against the opposing team, you're doing a good job. So let them do all shoving, just focus, concentrate on the next shift, and hope the Wings can get the first goal of the hockey game.
Tonight's game brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan, official health care provider of the Detroit Red Wings. Radio Confidence comes with every card. We've got a pause in the action. 13:52 to go. Scoreless time. The opening period. This is the Detroit Red Wings.
In every home, someone is always too cold or too warm.
Temperature in here. I'll just...
And then there's someone who's trying to save money.
Away from the thermostat.
Well, DTE wants to help with both. Seal air leaks, add insulation, and change filters regularly to save up to $200 a year. And stay comfortable, too.
Ah, warm and cozy.
Get more tips at dteenergy.com/saveenergy. DTE.
Hello, Detroit! SaySarah.com. SaySarah.com. Where you gonna go if you really wanna save on a new used Chevrolet? What you say? What you say? SaySarah.com. SaySarah.com. Who's the #1 Chevrolet volume dealer in all of Michigan, where the customer is #1? SaySarah.com. SaySarah.com. SERRA. SaySarah.com.
Together, let's drop.
When it comes to Coney's, nobody does it better than Coney Island. With convenient locations throughout Metro Detroit, National has been a part of Detroit since 1905. And they're not just about Coney's. Bring in the family for some delicious chili fries, or pancakes, or a hand-dipped chocolate shake. They're all about the food you crave, and about being fast, fresh, and friendly at your local National Coney Island restaurant.
Paul Woods with you. Face up, circle to the right of Talbot. They drop the puck fairly, and while they get ready to do it again, 10 seconds for station identification on the Detroit Red Wings.
The biggest games in the world.
Ovechkin fired.
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
From the draw, the Red Wings play it back into the Ottawa zone. Nick Jensen tapped it up the wing, held in. Smith rolls it down low. Sharp angle shot right side by Tarasenko, knocked away by Linus Ullmark. Puck steered around the end boards. Jensen skates after it, moves it out to center. It's off a stick, comes back inside the Red Wing zone to Edvinsson. He'll tap it up the left wing boards. And down the ice it goes, and skating after it, Claude Giroux. Here's Giroux, the former Philadelphia Flyer. Plays it across to Jensen. Out to center ice, Shabbat. Fires it into the Red Wing zone. Along the right wing boards, Gustafsson trying to jam it away from Shane Pinto. Gustafsson sends it in behind own goal. Skating after it, Hall. Hands it off to Larkin. Rink wide feed to Gustafsson. Over on the left wing boards for Raymond. He taps it into the Ottawa zone. Sanderson lifts it ahead to center ice, and Greg in front of the Detroit bench hands it off to Pinto. Worked off the puck by Raymond. Working hard, and now it slides in behind the Red Wing net. Gustafsson slams it off the right side glass, held in at the line. Amadio after the puck left wing. Moves into the corner on Gustafsson, fends off a check. Gustafsson lost his stick, comes back in the line. Sanderson shot through traffic. Talbot made the save, and Greg was on the doorstep. Knocked down on the play.
That was Justin Hall that knocked him down. It's good defensive play by him, but it's smart to play again by Cam Talbot. Got down those pads and found that puck, made the glove save because the Wings were almost a man short. There's no stick for defenseman Eric Gustafsson.
Last three games that the Senators have played and all went into overtime, and they were 2-0-1 in those games that ended in overtime.
The New Jersey Devils are playing like Dougie Hamilton back on the blue line, and Jack Hughes up front, but a 3-1 victory against Philadelphia last week. That team, New Jersey Devils, quietly the second best defensive team in the NHL.
Flyers struggling Here's a shot from the blue line by Shabbat, and that's knocked down out in front by Sherrod as it rolls into the corner. Back to the left side of the ice. Here's Marco Casper dumping it into the corner softly. In after it is Stutzla.
That may be one of the most toughest things in the game of hockey. Get hit with a hard slap shot going up 5 miles an hour and have to get yourself back up and somehow get to your bench to get a teammate on the ice.
Chuck now over the line. Feed pass to Giroux. He'll send it into the corner. Stutzla hammers it to Kachuk in the right corner. Laid it back on the blue line. Off the stick of Shabbat, and Kane will intercept for Detroit. Hang on to the puck. Now send it rink wide for Casper. Over the blue line. Shoots the puck. That's blocked rebound around the boards. Kachuk. Big hit on Johansson. At the last second, Johansson moved out of the way, and still a little bit of that as the puck comes ahead.
His head spun around. That was close to a minor penalty against the rugged Brady Kachuk.
Tell you what, when he hits you, you're going to feel it. There's a lot of leverage and a lot of weight coming after you. That puck comes up the left wing boards and down the ice in pursuit. In the corner after it, that is Rasmussen for Detroit. No score in the opening period, 11:15 to go. Wing steal down low. Back in the line, feed pass Gustafsson. Steers it in behind the goal. After it in the corner, Rasmussen in deep as Hall. Got it behind the Ottawa goal. Senators pick it off, and it's lifted by Stutzla out to center ice and into the Red Wing end.
Yeah, Michael Rasmussen starting that fourth line, but he's not been the same player since coming back from that concussion. We got that hit from Trevor Seagrass, who played for Anaheim.
Larkin with a shot on goal long range from right out in the front of the goal, and that one knocked away by Allmark.
I think the Wings are a better team. They're utilizing their team speed. Starting a little bit more of that now after a slow start in this period. Ottawa more of a grinding, physical team.
Martin Palo dumped it off the sideboards. This one travels down the ice. Icing is called against the Ottawa Senators. We played 9 minutes and 26 seconds of the opening period and no score. 6 shots on goal by Ottawa, 3 for the Red Wings.
And the Carolina Hurricanes, who actually had a lot of turmoil around their teams. Regarding Mikko Rantanen of the Carolina Hurricanes. Rantanen, of course, playing for the Carolina, bounced back with a 4-1 victory last night against the best team in the NHL, the Winnipeg Jets on home ice. And Carolina, I think, will settle down now. And, of course, when you know it, that'll be the Red Wings' next team we'll see on the road after getting back home for a game Wednesday night against the Buffalo Sabres.
Rantanen got belted a couple of times in that Edmonton game, one of them by Jake Wallman, who's playing well for Edmonton.
I know it's going to take him a while to readjust. Wings turn the puck over in the offensive zone, but it's going to be a minor penalty here against Ottawa, and the Wings have a chance to snap a scoreless tie.
So the Ottawa penalty box door swings open. And moving into that penalty box, that is the forward Adam Gaudette.
He's quietly just having a great season. He's a fourth-line center ice. 17 goals on the season for him, but there's a lot of offensive production I don't think they were expecting.
9 minutes, 39 seconds, the time of the slashing call to Gaudette. Red Wings go on the power play, brought to you by Carbliss, the preferred ready-to-drink cocktail. Wings have scored 53 power play goals, 28.6% clip, and they are second right now in the National Hockey League in the power play department.
The Winnipeg Jets have more power play goals than the Red Wings.
Ottawa penalty kill, they've allowed 42 power play goals, and they've allowed 10 power play goals in their last 10 games, so they've given up some power play goals of late.
Well, hopefully the Wings can take advantage of that. Players having a problem lining up. That's Claude Giroux, the veteran center iceman, out there just off.
Sue moves it in behind his own goal to Sanderson, lugs the puck up the left wing, and shoots it all the way down the ice and behind the Red Wing goal.
Yeah, my mistake. Claude Giroux staying out there.
Sider dropping it back. No score in the hockey game. Wings are attacking right to left. They're in the white jerseys with the red trim. Here comes Kane over the Ottawa line. Drops it off to Larkin. Played it to Kane, who bumped it back to Sider at the left point. Juggled it momentarily. Kane worked it down low. Now return feed pass to Kane. Throws it to the line to Sider. Now to Kane outside to the left circle. Moving down low. Swings it around the boards. In front of the net looking for a tip was DeBrincat. DeBrincat it up in behind the goal for Senator, and that's why you hear all the boos out there when he touches the puck. Raymond left circle. Shoots it down low. DeBrincat tried to flip it out in front. Gets it again. Shot the puck off the iron. That one comes back on the line. He just missed. And able to hold on to the puck. Sider, and the Red Wings regroup at center ice.
Bad break that time, but Alexander DeBrincat let the first shot to go. It was blocked, came right back to him, fired again. The goaltender wasn't set, and he just did miss.
Here's Kane down the middle of the ice now, floats it to Raymond, into the high slot, down low to Brinket with a one-time shot, and a save made by Omar. Back in the line, it's held in. Wings dangerous on the power play, loose puck behind the goal, now Larkin chasing it down in the corner, rifles it back in the line. Eric Gustafson into the corner for Kane, stick handling with a puck. Ottawa in that box formation out in front. Kane to the line. Gustafson back to Kane, moving in, down low, feed pass. Larkin trying to go upstairs, and that one off the glove of Allmark and into the corner. Player falls down. Gustafson holds it in though. Lucas Raymond to Brinket. To Raymond, down low, in the left corner, stick handling with a puck. In the slot, a one-time shot by Larkin, and a save made by Allmark on a bang-bang play. Larkin sends it across, broken up, and lifted down the ice by the Ottawa Senators.
Outstanding power play by the Red Wings in there for almost the entire 2 minutes. Ottawa now back to full strength. Wings that close to taking the 1-goal lead.
What a bang-bang play, and the Red Wings could not connect as the penalty is over, and Ottawa at full strength.
That's been part of the problem in the last 5 games. The power play not as good as it's been.
Over the line now, moving in with a wrist shot, and that sails wide of the goal, taken by Tkachuk. Into the far corner, it's scooped up by Giroux, hands it off now. Tim Stützle picking it up. It's been on fire of late for the Senators, rolls it back on the line, wrist shot, moved out in front. Giroux slides it towards the side of the goal. Tkachuk laying into Edvinsson. Now it comes into the high slot, intercepting it for Detroit. That's Michael Rasmussen. Skates out to center ice, flips it softly into the corner in the Ottawa zone with 7:40 to play in the opening period. Pass in front of the net. Here's Raymond dropping it back in the line. The Ottawa end to Ben Sherratt. Now to Sider, tees it up, shoots the wrister. That's blocked right out in front of the goal. The Red Wings were dangerous for that full power play, and now the puck comes out to center, knocked down with a high stick, says the referee. Play is whistled down.
And that's been part of their problem now in the last 5 games for Detroit. They haven't been as patient on the power play. They're just trying to make something happen that wasn't there, but that was a very patient power play. Let the puck do the work. Just kept moving around the outside. They must have had 5, maybe 6 great A-scoring chances.
Timeout, 7:23 to play in the opening period. No score between the Red Wings and the Senators. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
Hey hockey fans, get ready to launch your game day experience to another dimension with Tangerine Space Machine, the out-of-this-world hazy IPA brewed by our friends at New Holland Brewing in Holland, Michigan. Tangerine Space Machine is a can of intergalactic hazy goodness that is smooth, easy drinking, and just the right kick of citrus. And if you love Tangerine Space Machine, don't miss out on the cosmic flavors of Peach Space Machine, both available throughout Little Caesars Arena and featured at the New Holland Bar inside the One Pub on the mezzanine level outside Portal 57. Let's go Wings!
At Trinity Health Michigan, we see the person behind the patient. Not just their symptoms, but a person with hopes, smiles, and a life. A life we're here to get you back to. We have the expert medical teams and technology of a national health system, and we offer personalized care that treats all of you. Learn more at trinityhealthmichigan.org. Trinity Health, we see all of you.
Fans, are you ready for a shamrock and good time? Celebrate St. Paddy's Day with your Red Wing family. March 16th, enjoy fun food, drink specials, concourse games all night in the holiday atmosphere for the game against the Vegas Golden Knights. Score your tickets today by visiting redwings.com/tickets. No score in this one. Red Wings had a good power play, Paul, but still a scoreless tie. 7:23 to go in the first.
And Alex DeBrincat, the former Ottawa Senator player, had a couple of great chances, probably 3 quality chances by him. He's winning the face-off. JT Comfort touched it. No icing calls. Tarasenko tries to get in there in a hurry.
Puck comes up the right wing boards. Charging over the line is Cousins. Pass to Amadio, a shot left side. Jensen fired it wide. That may have been partially deflected as well.
They got him from the Washington Capitals. He's an outstanding defenseman now, Nick Jensen.
Puck dumped in behind the goal. Hall to pick it up for Detroit. Moves it away from an oncoming David Perron, the former Red Wing. Comes out to center ice. Now the Red Wings inside their own end, lifted ahead. Here comes Raymond out to center ice, floats it off the glass to the side of Allmark, and they are whistling this play down, icing the call against Detroit.
We've been talking about the Florida Panthers. These are the 9 teams, I think, right now as they stand in the NHL have a chance to win the Stanley Cup this year. Florida's one of those teams. Edmonton, Tampa Bay, Toronto, Dallas, Colorado, they're much improved. Winnipeg, near the top all season long. The Vegas Golden Knights can't count them out. And how about those Washington Capitals? They lost 3 in a row. They bounced back 1, 2 in a row. I think those 9 teams have a good chance to win. Am I missing somebody on that list?
I think you got it covered. And I'll tell you what, though, there's always an upset or two.
Yeah, exactly right. Surprises definitely do happen. All of a sudden, just teams come together. Next thing you know, they just keep on winning.
I got to look at is President Trophy winners during the regular season. Sometimes they don't always win the Stanley Cup. Shot from the right point by Zub. That one through traffic, almost got in as that puck rolls around the boards and behind the net. Pinto backhands it up the right wing wall. Jensen from the right point. Shot it way wide of the goal. Raymond on the rebound. Raymond flips it out to center ice off the stick of Soderblom, who goes after it deep into the corner now. And Sanderson sweeping the puck up the far boards out to center. Amadio took a chop at it. That one ends up in the Detroit Players bench and out of play. Yeah, you never know in those 7-game series. It's a whole new season. And I think, a lot of times you look at what teams have done during the course of the regular season, but it all changes. There's matchups, and you really can't hide in the playoffs either.
You know, the thing about it, too, is that some really good teams going to get knocked out in the opening round. Like Dallas going to probably play Colorado. Will those teams be gone after round 1? The same thing if it's Toronto and Tampa Bay Lightning. One of those teams gone in the opening round of the playoffs.
With that said, Paul, would you change the format maybe?
No, I don't. I think it's good the way it is. I like the division on it. I like the wild card races. I like the whole thing, the conference races. I think it's good. It's just the nature of the beast of the NHL right now. It's just so many teams. Parity is the name of the game. It's just so many teams. There's not much difference between most of them.
Well, again, Paul, you might have 2 teams that are 100 points in the season, and they'll match up in the first round, and they might not make it.
But I think we did it last year, and we went through this exercise, and it ended up the same way. It ended up Tampa Bay playing Toronto in the opening round. Toronto right now just banking on much improved goaltending. Referees and linesmen get together, say the face-off. I guess something happened out there. It wasn't called properly. Take the face-off now at center ice. That's what should have happened in that Columbus Blue Jacket game against the Red Wings in the outdoor game. The referee should have blown the play dead, went to both benches and explained, I missed it, I made a mistake. He said, I'm not going to penalize the Red Wings, he said, by giving them a penalty. And he said, I'm not going to penalize the Columbus Blue Jackets. Rather, Columbus Blue Jackets a penalty. He said it and took the goal away from the Red Wings. But he didn't do that. He let the play stand, and that cost the Red Wings.
All right, timeout. Just inside 6 minutes to go in the opening period. No score between the Red Wings and the Ottawa Senators. This is the Detroit Red Wings Network.
North Brothers Ford knows how to build a winning team. They've won the prestigious President's Award over 23 times and has conducted successful businesses for over 87 years. They've assembled the best league-leading selection of F-150s, Broncos, Expeditions, Mustangs, and more. Their certified sales staff provide the ultimate customer service, and highly trained technicians ensure you get the very most life out of your vehicle. Sport big today with the only Ford dealership on Ford Road in Westland. North Brothers Ford.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at athletico.com. Official partner of the Detroit Red Wings.
As the official partner of the Detroit Red Wings, Enterprise is ready to go the extra mile. We're dedicated to the most dedicated fans in the game. And with us on your team, you can move forward with confidence knowing we've got your back. We're always available with mobility solutions. Whether you need a rental, replacement, truck, or even tailored business strategies, at Enterprise, your goal is our goal. And we're ready with the assist.
There's 6 shots on goal by Ottawa, 7 for the Red Wings. Wings 0 for 1 on the power play, but when they had the chances, really had some good scoring opportunities. Allmark made some big saves.
And that'll definitely settle down the Ottawa Senators. They won't be that physical now for seeing what the Red Wings can do when that power plays on the ice.
Sellout crowd here tonight on this Monday night. The puck dug loose. A one-time shot right out in front. by Fabian Zetterlund. He got the feed from behind the goal, and Talbot with a remarkable save.
Was it ever? What a bang-bang play, and again, that's what happens to win the battles. They won the battle, back in behind the Red Wing goal, quick little centering pass, and newly acquired Fabian Zetterlund let it go in the fly. The Wings got a break there. Not only making the save by Cam Talbot, no rebound for second or third chances.
So the face-off will remain deep in the Red Wing zone, circled to the right of the Red Wing netminder. Sanderson remains out there with Zub. And up front, Shane Pinto, along with Greg and Amadio. Larkin for Detroit, trying to win the face-off. It was dropped unfairly. Jean Hébert and Garrett Rank are the referees for tonight's game. Matt McPherson, Jesse Marquis are the linesmen.
And they're off to a good start. No needless penalty call. Just that one penalty called against the Ottawa Senators. Face-off to the right now. The goaltender Cam Talbot, a former Senator.
A lot of snow on the ground here in Ottawa. It's mild temperatures here today. Some of that snow melting as we got a face-off again in that far circle.
And Lucas Raymond taking the draw. Donald Larkin got kicked out of the face-off circle. Try it again, Lucas Raymond.
Pinto wins the face-off, pushed it back in the line to Artem Zub with a shot, then went off the leg in front of Talbot. Scooping it up, Johansson lays it out to Larkin. Up the left side boards, Raymond will dump it into the corner in the Ottawa zone. Sanderson on his backhand. Skates up the right wing, has an opening out at center, lifts it into the Detroit zone, foot race for the puck in the corner. Greg is tied up along the boards by Johansson, who pins that puck with his right skate in along the boards. Now dug loose by Amadio, bumped it back towards the left point to Sanderson, ripped it over to Zub, bouncing puck, juggled it for a moment, now worked it down into the corner, intercepting the Wings, but they fail to clear it out. And the puck was gloved ahead from one Senator to another, and therefore the whistle in that Red Wing end.
Give the Pittsburgh Penguins a lots of credit. Not much to play for right now. Going to miss the playoffs again. They've got structural problems. I'm not quite sure how they'll fix that in the offseason. Eric Carlson, still a member of that team, but somehow went on the road and beat the Minnesota Wild by a 3-1 victory. He's got to give Mike Sullivan and the Penguins lots of credit for that one.
60 points on the season for Pittsburgh right now, second from last place in the Eastern Conference, and Buffalo, the lowest team with 54 points.
The problem is that best players are getting older year by year, and they've got so much of a salary cap used up. What are you going to do next year? I just don't see the solution right now for the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Look out, big rebound off the end boards. Cruising in was Stutzla, but he was covered. And a penalty coming up to Detroit right here. And the Red Wings will be short a man, and the first power play of the game for Ottawa coming up.
It's Justin Hall going in, slashing's the call. Top line was out there for the Ottawa Senators, draw the minor penalty. Now they have their chance to snap this scoreless tie.
Time of the penalty, 15 minutes and 9 seconds to Hall, the guilty party for the Red Wings, and the first Red Wing penalty kill brought to you by Corwell Health. No matter the challenge, their response is always the same. We can. Red Wings have given up 3 power play goals in their last 7 games. Getting a little bit better. They moved up from 32 to 31st now in the penalty kill department in the NHL.
That is a step in the right direction. A very good power play team. 47 power play goals so far this season for Ottawa.
Actually, now they're calling a penalty on Ottawa too, a holding call. So this will be a 4-on-4 situation. This benefits the Red Wings. And Stutzla going in.
Well, Tim Stutzla, one of the better players for Ottawa, but Ottawa fans not too happy about that, but it creates a 4-on-4. Maybe Wings dodged a bullet right there.
And I go back to the outdoor game when they didn't call the high stick on Edmondson. They could have called an embellishment. Could have been a 4-on-4 situation, just like it is right here.
We'll just call the play dead and say there is no minor penalty, there's no goal scored for Columbus, and we're going to play it from here, and neither team gets hurt.
All right, puck along the left wing boards. A lot of ice to maneuver with. Here's Comfer laying it back in the line to Ben Sherratt. 4-on-4 hockey. Comfer making his way into the corner. Jensen tied him up. Shane Pinto rolls it in behind the goal. Batherson moved it up the left side, and the Senators drop it back, and out the center skates Batherson. Over the Red Wing line, angles over to the right side of the ice, drops it back for Jensen, but that puck went over out the center ice and back in, and that play is offside.
You can see the maturity of the Ottawa Senators now, the way they move the puck out of their own zone. Just everybody's involved. Short little quick passes. Calmly brought the puck up the ice, and it was a nice draw pass by Drake Batherson right there. Nick Jensen was barely offside. Took another good scoring chance away from Ottawa.
Right, Hall was off for slashing, Stutzla off for holding, so 4-on-4 for a minute and 26. Thank Matt Contasvita. He is our engineer and statistician, food getter, and he does everything well for the Ottawa Senators.
That's heavy maintenance. We're heavy maintenance for him, I'll tell you what. He's got a big job description back there, but doing an outstanding job.
Puck is in deep in the corner of the Red Wing zone. Wings trying to break out. Turning with it is Gustafsson in behind his own net, watched by Greg. Hands it back to Raymond. Now he's got an opening. Here comes Lucas racing down the right wing boards. Out the center, in over the blue line. Raymond shoots the puck. Allmark the save. The rebound ends up in behind the net. Sanderson took a poke at it. Larkin shovels it. Gustafsson in the slot, moving in. Edmondson with a chance and a kick pad save right there by Allmark, and another beautiful scoring chance for Detroit.
That's his best save in the opening period. It was a good shot by Eric Gustafsson, labeled that far bottom corner, but a quick pad save by Allmark. Here come the Wings, Marco Kasper.
Kasper, power move in behind the goal, fending off a check, one hand on the stick, cuts into the high slot, hands it off now as it's Kane winding it up and shoots the puck short side wide of the goal. And the rebound skips off the glass and back into the Detroit end.
There again, those low percentage of scoring chances takes the pressure off the defensive team. The puck's now back inside their Red Wing blue line.
Marco Kasper flips it ahead. Now Sider gets the feed out the center ice, turns away from traffic, falls down, picks it up though quickly, and now sticks it back inside his own zone. Talbot sets it up for Marco Kasper, bumped along the boards by Batherson, helping out Detroit as Sider laid it out to center ice. Now the Wings trying to steal after the puck. Now it's intercepted, and Zetterlund to dump it down into the corner in the Detroit end. 2.5 to go. First period, no score in the hockey game. Big 2 points on the table as Mott will bring it ahead up across the line. Moves away from traffic of Tyler Klevin. Into the corner. Zetterlund bumped into Johansson. Now it's stolen by Detroit. Comes back to the line. Holding it in, Edmondson, as he moves down into the corner and turns away from a check. Edmondson finds daylight at the left point, rolls it into the left face-off circle for Tyler Mott. He had the puck knocked away from him by Stutzla. Stutzla goes down, he's on his knees, and now Mott will dig it loose, but turned it over, and Zetterlund to play that puck down the ice into the Red Wing zone, and Ottawa will change on the go.
He's frustrated, Tyler Mott. He's had that face mask on for a long time, and he's had some tough injuries, trying to battle through it right now, but a strong shift there by the veteran forward.
Break it on the ice. He's always booed whenever he touches the puck, as he was a former Senator, and now Zub will dump that puck down into the Detroit end.
That's just a sign of respect, as it tells you they like you.
Puck lifted down the ice by Detroit, and this goes in behind the Ottawa net as Zub to tap it around the left wing boards, and Amadio plays it to the Detroit blue line. JT Compher lifts it over on the right wing boards for Tarasenko. Scoops it out to the Ottawa blue line. Amadio swings it out to the center ice circle. Here's Sanderson down the middle. Punched it over. Right side, Amadio again with a shot, and that's knocked away with a stick of Talbot. Held in at the line with a minute to go. Here's Nick Jensen. He shoots the puck towards the front of the net, and making the save in the goal crease, Cam Talbot.
Really not an exciting opening period to play, but both teams doing what they do well to score this tie now in the last minute of this opening period, and both teams probably had one really great scoring chance. Gaudette wide open in front. Major save there by Cam Talbot. And Linus Allmark, who's really playing much better now after a slow start, made that great save off the stick of Eric Gustafsson.
Ottawa Senators, 6 of their next 8 games will be on the road, but I was looking at their schedule, Paul, and 8 of their last 9 games of the season are right here at Canadian Tire Center at home. Well, it's a little bit of an advantage for them.
It's an advantage, and definitely it sounds good, but again, like I mentioned a couple times, you just never know in today's NHL who's going to win the hockey game.
Senators 18-9-2 at home, and they are 14-16-3 on the road. Wings dump it down the ice. This is an icing call against Detroit with 46 seconds to go in the first period.
I mentioned Winnipeg lost last night, but how about Connor Hellebuyck? He leads all goaltenders now in all 4 goaltender statistics categories so far this season. He needs 14 wins to the 50-win plateau. I don't think there's ever been a 50-win goaltender in the history of the National Hockey League. I don't think he'll make it this year. He'll fall a little bit short. But he stepped
to go on the period. He's trying to get it into the corner. They do, hustling after it along the right side. That is Cousins to get it back towards the line. Shot taken at the horn. Save made. Now Sider getting pushed after the period comes to a close, and to get a swipe in at Sider. There's a lot of sticks up into the air and about a player.
Yeah, that's the thing about Red Sider again. You got to like, he doesn't pick his shots. He goes after every player in the opposing team. Another rough chip, rugged chip right there by Brady Tkachuk. And that's what he does so well. That's a strange thing in his game. He's got that element to his game. And he's got the playmaking ability, scoring big goals. But the Wings just need to draw him into some minor penalties. But a good job that time by Sider, sticking up for his teammates.
And as we start the second period, still a minute 36 remaining in the minor penalty to Edvinsson for tripping. So fresh sheet of ice, second period will start, and the Ottawa Senators go on the power play. Let's take a look at those shots on goal in the first period, brought to you by your Metro Detroit Chevrolet dealers. Put it in D and see why. Chevy drives the Motor City. 10 shots by the Ottawa Senators, 9 for the Red Wings. On Hallmark.
And I want to correct one thing. It's not the Tampa Bay Lightning, it's the Florida Panthers. Actually, they've got 12 shorthanded goals so far this season. The Rangers got 11, make that 12. In Tampa Bay now 10 power shorthanded goals so far this season.
Well, not a lot of open ice there for neither of those two teams in the opening period. Both teams playing tight to the vest. Red Wings had a couple of chances on Linus Ullmark, especially on their first power play.
Well, both teams awfully cautious in that opening period, especially the Red Wings did not want to get behind down to the Ottawa Senators. They need these 2 points or at least a single point to keep themselves in playoff contention with a victory here tonight and just cannot suffer a regulation loss.
Ottawa gets traffic in front of the net, and Talbot at times faced a lot of traffic in front, but managed to see the puck and make the save.
Well, I'll tell you what, that save on Adam Gaudette, that was just an outstanding save, and how he got himself in perfect position, not just to make the save, but not to give up the rebound. But that's when they talk about winning battles for the puck. That's what Ottawa did. Won the battle behind the net. A bang-bang play, an amazing save there by Talbot. How about Linus Ullmark? He didn't start well with his new team, Ottawa, being so good for the Boston Bruins the last couple of years, but he's been much, much better now the second half of the season.
Still 7 home games remaining on the Red Wings schedule, fans. And you can catch the Red Wings take on the Boston Bruins, minus Brad Marchand now, on March 29th. Tickets are selling quickly. So visit DetroitRedWings.com/tickets right now.
Yeah, missing Charlie McAvoy, Hampus Lindholm back in the blue line. That's their two best defensemen. Charlie Coyle, he got traded away at the deadline as well. So lots of people not meant to line up. But again, how do you do that? How do you walk with that lineup? Win to Tampa Bay and beat them 4-0 on the road. So it just proves that every game's winnable. So the Wings have 19 games left in the schedule, including tonight, and they can win a lot of those games if they play the right way.
Well, we're talking about goaltender wins there at the end of the period, and you're right. Brodeur had 48 wins in 06-07. Never made it to the 50 mark, and Holtby, the goaltender, had 48 in 15-16.
He played for the Washington Capitals, I think, when he did that year. But again, you think of that number, it's not going to be touched now because most teams are that goaltending tandem just not going to get enough starts, except for the Winnipeg Jets. And what an amazing season it's been for Connor Hellebuyck.
Pretty good first period here with 2 points on the table and no score between the Red Wings and the Ottawa Senators after 20 minutes of play. Our first period break is brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Jeff Rieger's in our 1-800 Call Sam studios. He's coming up next. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
Wings fans, skating to Bliss this season with Carbliss. The no carb, no sugar, 100-calorie premium vodka cocktail with power play flavors like black raspberry, pineapple, cranberry, and lemon lime. There's a Carbliss flavor for everyone. Find ice-cold Carbliss at Little Caesars Arena all season long, at retailers near you, and at drinkcarbliss.com. Carbliss, an official ready-to-drink cocktail of your Detroit Red Wings.
After beating colon cancer, I'm turning setbacks into comebacks. I am Henry.
Pain-free and at full strength after spine surgery. I am Henry.
A life-saving delivery ensured my shift could continue. I am Henry.
When you need care to get you back on your game, trust the only care team chosen as the official team physicians for the Detroit Red Wings. Henry Ford Health. We are Henry.
Listen to the soothing sizzle of Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs getting even better with bacon. Repeat after me. Whoa, I love crispy bacon and cheddar cheese sauce. Whoa, they are only $3.99. You have reached Bacon Nirvana. Your third mouth is open. Try new bacon and cheese Crazy Puffs for only $3.99 at Little Caesar's. They taste like whoa.
Welcome back to the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. Big game, Wings and Sens. One period in the books. The game is scoreless. Check the scoring summary brought to you by Dynatrace. Cloud done right. No scoring in the game. Alex DeBrincat leads the Red Wings with a couple of shots on net. Michael Amadio leads the Ottawa Senators with a couple of shots as well. Checking the team stats so far through 20 minutes of action. Both teams have 9 shots on net. Sens have more hits, 19-16. Sens won more faceoffs, 14-7. Both teams 0 for 1 in the power play. Simon Edmondson took a penalty at the end of the first period, meaning Ottawa will be in the power play. Start the second here. Scoreless, Wings and Sens after one. Come back with Chris Osmond. And join us from Ottawa. We'll do it next on the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
Imagine a world where technology transforms the way we think about our environment. Welcome to Priority, where we're redefining the future of recycling and cleanliness with cutting-edge tech. Our innovative solutions are designed for those who demand smarter, more efficient ways to care for our planet. We're not just ahead of the curve, we're creating it. Ready to join the revolution? Visit PriorityWaste.com and see how we're setting the new standards in the industry. Priority, where technology meets sustainability.
When you're on the go, every minute of the day counts. Meijer Home Delivery and Pickup helps you make the most of every second. Get all your weekly shopping online, quickly and easily, from wherever you are, whenever you want. Then have your Meijer order delivered to your home, or swing by and pick it up when you're out and about. Whatever works best for your schedule. The good life is in reach with Meijer Home Delivery and Pickup.
From Novi to Royal Oak and down to Woodhaven and even Windsor, Ashley has Detroit covered when it comes to affordable, high-quality furniture and unbelievably comfortable mattresses. After nearly 20 years in the community, Ashley is proud to be the first official furniture and mattress partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Shop any of our 7 Metro Detroit locations and mention this partnership to receive 20% off your purchase. Some exclusions apply. Visit us today and help support the Red Wings this season. Only at Ashley.
Returning AC Plan trade-in lessees can lease a 2024 F-150 XLT 4x4 Super Crew for $389 a month for 24 months, only at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers.
Scoreless game, Wings and Sens after one period in Ottawa. Time now for Mission Conversation from the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. Brought to you by Meijer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Get you back to Ottawa. The great Chris Osgood standing by. What's going on, Ozzy?
I'm sitting here beside Mr. I haven't been on the road so much, I almost forgot his name. I'm joking. Ken Cal. After a great first period here, a real hotly contested. Both teams know how important the 2 points are in this particular game, and especially for the Wings, they can afford to really get beat in regulation and fall 5 behind the Ottawa Senators.
Talk to me about so far the last 5 games. Like, what are you seeing with this team? They were so red hot with Todd McClellan taking over, and that 4 Nations hit, and next thing you know, they've lost 5 straight.
I thought within that they played 2 really good games. One the outdoor game in Columbus and one at home against Utah. Deserved better in both of those particular outings. Played real good first 2 periods in Washington and then just completely collapsed in the first 6-7 minutes of that game in Washington. And that was difficult. So I feel like the response has been better in this game here. Ottawa brought brought the forecheck early. Detroit really handled it well, had a ton of chances on their own power play. But for the Wings, as they go along here the last 18 games, there's going to be ups and downs. It's how they respond to difficult moments. And Washington will not very good. We can admit that. But they're kind of on the snide, and where even when they're playing well, they're not getting rewarded with a win. So frustration can kind of build and set in, or they have to get away from that play. And again, here tonight, played real well in the first period, out-chancing the Senators 5-1, but were unable to score and find it tied after one.
So, Ozzy, I was watching the post-game from the last game, the Washington game that you mentioned, and one of those shorthanded goals, Dylan Larkin turned over the puck. What are you going to do? It happens. But he made the comment after the game, and we used it during the pregame show. He's like, I kept telling myself not to turn over the puck, not to turn over the puck. And then, of course, I turned over the puck. Do you feel that this team is going through a bout of less confidence potentially when the losings happen?
Well, when you play certain games and when you're getting chances yourself and they're not going in, and the other team is scoring timely goals, what do? Well, you grasp your stick. You don't trust yourself as much as maybe you normally would. They haven't won in quite some time. It's pressure where they are in the standings. I'm not saying that's why those plays happen, but they just have to let it go and play freely. And when they do that, that's when they're at their best. I felt they did that for the majority of that first period. They played real well. They did that in Washington, but the third period definitely got away from them. Obviously, that was a complete collapse. That's what they need to stay away from. When things do go bad, have the proper reaction, stay calm, and continue to grind away. I thought even when Washington made 3-2, there was plenty of game, plenty of runway left in that game. And they just kind of sagged completely and let Washington take that third period totally over and took themselves right out of that game. And 2 minutes later, when it ended up being 4-2, 5-2. So for the Red Wings, it's their response to things when they get tough. Ottawa has a power play to start the second. Whether they score or not isn't going to dictate how this game goes and continues on. So the Wings just continue to play like they did in the first period. I thought they were great defensively. You're on the forecheck. They dealt with them well on their forecheck as well and had opportunities themselves.
Last one for you. What about Sebastian Cossa? I know Yzerman went out. He makes a deal for Peter Mrazek. He said Mrazek's going to be part of the future, at least for next year. Still has term left on his deal. I know a lot of fans wonder about Cossa in Grand Rapids. You've been through it, right? Would the best course of action be to bring Cossa up and see if he could play in games like this?
Well, I'm not so sure right now whether battling for a playoff spot. That's a heck of a lot of pressure put on a young kid. Does he have talent? Yeah, he's huge. He's tall. He still needs to work on some aspects of his game. You think of Augustine as well. I mean, both these guys are very good in their own right at where they're at in their careers. They're not similar at all. They play differently. But both have high potential. I think if you're a Wings fan, and I think you know of the Calgary Flames, their young goalie, Dustin Wolf, probably the rookie of the year, very young. They're just playing him, and they've committed to put him in there. He's been outstanding all year. I watched him there. They shut out Montreal 1-0, I believe, at home. So helping us out a little bit. But I think people hope for that. Not everybody develops goalies, players at the same rate or has the same plan as other teams or has the timing. Right now, would it help to bring him up? Probably not. We'll see as the season goes along. He's had himself a good year. And another thing for him, each and every year he's progressed. He's gotten better. We're at the end of the year. Hopefully the Wings do make the playoffs. And we'll see how it goes, whether he's used. I doubt it now when you have three goalies here to bring him up. But to me, when you have both those goalies, it's difficult to go out and sign a free agent goalie. You're not getting Vasilevsky. You're not getting Shesterkin. You're not getting these guys. So you have to develop your own from within. I think they're on the right path to do that with both Cossa and Augustine.
Ozzy, great stuff as always. Great to hear from you.
By the way,
appreciate it. Yes.
It's like developing Ken Kell off the ice. It takes time. There's a lot of ups and downs. There's bumps. He got called up a lot, up and down. I mean, we couldn't take him on the road last year. He got banged up a little bit too much. He got hurt in a lot of different ways. It was more internally than externally, so we had to really put him down. We had to lay him down, give him a lecture, talk to him, get him back on track, and look at him this year. He's an all-star again. He's back in the saddle, and there he is. Looks great. Color's back in his face. I'm looking at him right now. It's amazing. What a comeback. Comeback player of the year, Ken Kalzinski. And that's it for me. I got to get back with Ken Daniels, not Ken Cal.
Right.
But I look forward to a great second. Great talking to you. Enjoy it.
Ozzy, always great talking to you. The great Chris Osgood. He can never help himself. Always has to give an update on Ken. There you go. All right, coming up next, the out-of-town scoreboard on the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
J.P. Weiser's Canadian Whiskey is a proud partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Sure, we could have teamed up with Toronto or Montreal or even Ottawa. But we'd rather support our neighbors across the river because we've been doing things our way since 1857. So grab a bottle of our smooth, new 10-year-old whiskey and taste what it means to be wisely done.
If you're a Wings fan, you expect the best. That's why there's only one poker app for you. PokerStars, America's #1 poker app with more games, more players, more chances to win, and the most generous rewards program in the game. Plus, new customers get $100 in free play. Download the app and sign up today. 21 plus and present in Michigan. Opt-in and poker wager required within 5 days of sign-up. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable poker tournament tickets and casino site credit that expires in 7 days. See terms at PokerStars.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER for confidential help.
We are Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Red Wings. For over 70 years, Feiger Law has been your hometown team of trial lawyers for auto crashes, truck accidents, birth trauma, and injuries due to medical malpractice. Let our team of homegrown trial lawyers win big for you. Feiger Law, the official law firm of the Detroit Red Wings. All we do is win.
All we do is win.
At Meijer, we work hard to bring more of the good life to your life, so you can bring home more perfectly plump and flavorful produce picked for precise freshness, beautifully marbled, beyond brag-worthy certified Angus beef, and more must-have money-saving M-Perks rewards. Because saving more on local favorites is good, but bringing home more of what you love in every trip, that's the good life. We do more to make life a good deal better at Meijer.
Save time every time when you use online check-in for a great haircut at Great Clips, proud partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Download our app or check in online at greatclips.com. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
Welcome back to the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. Wings and Sens scoreless after one period of play. Check the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Buy, sell, finance, and save. Not a busy slate of games on this Monday night. Oilers and Sabres tied at 2 apiece. Second period. Sabres have lost 6 in a row, so they're trying to break that streak. Darnell Nurse gets his 5th. Tage Thompson, already 32 goals on the season for Buffalo. 9 o'clock, Blackhawks in Colorado to take on the Avalanche. 10 o'clock, Maple Leafs in Utah to take on the Hockey Club. Utah still hoping to get into the postseason. Maple Leafs, no problem there. They're hoping to get the 1 seed in the Atlantic. William Nylander, great season, 35 goals. Clayton Keller, he's got 23 goals for Utah. All right, let's get you back to Ottawa. 1 in the book, second just about to get going. Sens start on the power play. Scoreless game. Ken Kale, Paul Woods, guys, get away.
Minute 36, that's the time remaining in the tripping call to Edmondson late in that opening period at 19:35. Red Wing penalty kill coming up, brought to you by Corwell Health. No matter the challenge, the response is always the same. We can. And overall impressions, Paul, the first 20 minutes.
Pretty even that first period of play, and both goaltenders very good. Cam Talbot, a couple of key saves, especially one off Adam Gaudette, and Linus Allmark also made some good saves as well. But we should be careful now. Can't go to the well too many times on this penalty, on this power play for Ottawa. To keep them out of that power play situation. The Wings struggle mightily. Play them 5-on-5 and utilize your speed. They're a big, good team, the Ottawa Senators. Big players don't like to move their feet. Just skate continuously hard and make them work.
Nice second period brought to you by the Jack Demmer Automotive Group. Jack Demmer Ford and Jack Demmer Lincoln. Discover the Demmer difference. Red Wings will be attacking left to right here in the second period. Senators with the black jerseys, the gold and red trim attacking right to left. Puck has been dropped atop the Ottawa logo at center ice, and Sanderson controls on the power play, dropping it back, and now it's swatted out to center ice by Stützle. Freeman back for Detroit, rolls it over, right side, passing the slot, Batherson to Stutzla. To the line, here's Sanderson moving in with a shot, and that one changed direction in front and wide of the goal. Looking for the puck, Red Wings fail to clear it out. It's held in. Here's a one-time shot taken by Dylan Cousins. That's off a Red Wing stick. Comes back to the line, held in by the Senators.
Stick blown to Moritz Seider. Very important block shot right there.
Cross crease pass intended for Cousins, sent by Tkachuk, and it was covered by Detroit.
Seider's got no stick. Another big advantage here for Ottawa.
Right circle feed. It's moved in front. Here's a one-time shot from the left side. Batherson. Save made by Talbot. Rebound. After the puck in the corner is Mott. He is taken to the ice. The loose puck finally picked up. Choking down on the stick to clear the zone is Michael Rasmussen.
Wings dodge a major bullet there. Great chance of the Ottawa Senators and a couple of huge pad saves by Cam Talbot. Here they come again.
Stutzla around his man Comfer. Moves into the corner. Pumped it back on the line to Shabbat. Throws it over left side of the ice for David Perron. Sets up Perron, does left face-off circle. Pass on the right side. Now moving Stutzla over to Shabbat. Down low. Deflected right out in front. Perron chased it down. It comes back on the left point to Shabbat. Shabbat rolls it down low. Here's a shot. Right circle. Save made. Talbot. Rebound at the line. Held in by Perron. Pass over on the right wing. Tkachuk with a shot. And the save made again. Perron forces it down into the corner. Penalty is over. Red Wings are at full strength. The play is still deep, though, in the Red Wing zone. No score in the hockey game. Minute 50 gone by, second period. Wings popping out to center ice. Jensen turns away from a check of Comper, lays it over the line of Zetterlund. Over on the right side, here's a shot, and Talbot made the save. Cruising in along the right side to take that shot away. That was the Ottawa forward Shane Pinto, and then after the play, he gave Johansson a little shot in the back with a cross check.
And Ottawa involved in that big trade with the Buffalo Sabres. It's a hockey trade, two good players involved. Dylan Cousins, who comes to Ottawa from Buffalo. He's more of an offensive, defensive-minded center iceman. He'll center that second line. And then Joshua Norris, who's been a 30-goal scorer in the NHL. He goes to Buffalo Sabres, so Sabres get what they're looking for. Now they've got Tage Thompson 1. They got Josh Norris 2. And they got Yuri Kulich is number 3 right now, and he's got 12 goals in the season. So all of a sudden, Buffalo got better offensively, and Ottawa got better defensively.
There was talk that maybe J.J. Peterka was going to be traded, but he stays a Buffalo Sabre.
Well, again, if you start making those kind of trades, start tearing the team down, it'll be another year where they make the playoffs, and it's year number 14 with no playoffs for the Buffalo Sabres.
How about Batherson on that power play? He was on the doorstep, and he one-timed a shot and a pad save made by Cam Talbot. Now the play is whistled down. It's out of play.
Steve Taylor's done a good job first year as a general manager, and again, they've got great balance up front. Those top 2 lines, all 6 of players, extremely dangerous. Then they got a lot of mileage up at third line with Shane Pinto and Ridley Gregg. That's been a good group. Adam Cadet in the 4th line, so it's a balanced attack. They've improved the blue line, got good goaltending. They definitely look like a playoff contender.
Face off in front of the penalty box out at center, just out over the Ottawa blue line.
The team that has got the playoff spot locked up right now or has a hold on it, the Columbus Blue Jackets, who continue to play outstanding hockey. And that's without Sean Monahan and Cole Sellinger up front. That's 2 of their top 4 center icemen.
It was Red Wing Craig Smith out there right now as the puck is batted by the Senators out in front of the penalty box. Hall will lift it back into the corner in the Ottawa zone. Levin scooped it around the left wing boards. It's tipped down the ice in pursuit. Gustafson for Detroit. Zetterlund watching him closely as the Wings move it out to center ice. Hustling after it, Tarasenko. Clevin got there first, moves it over the line. Here's a shot taken by Gaudette. Save made Talbot. Red Wings clear the rebound as it stayed right in the blue paint area of the crease. Zetterlund ran into the goalpost, and that came loose in behind Talbot.
It's a great defensive play right there, but the Red Wings saved their goal. Cam Talbot gives the defenseman Eric Gustin a little pat in the pad, says thank you very much. That Gaudette's a dangerous guy. He had a great scoring chance back in the opening period as well, right in front of Cam Talbot. Nobody expected that kind of production from him when the season started.
Talbot made the save, and he didn't bother to look behind him. He thought he had it, and then it trickled just in the goal crease to his left, and that's when the Red Wings swatted it away.
That was Fabian Zetterlund, the doorstep, a newly acquired forward, and I'm not quite sure what San Jose had in mind trading him away.
No score in the hockey game. 9 shots on goal by the Red Wings, 14 now for the Ottawa Senators. Each team has had a power play as that puck rolls down low in front. Johansson steals for Detroit, lifts it ahead up the left side, and DeBrincat will shovel that puck around the boards deep into the Ottawa end. Nick Jensen had it knocked away, now plays it up the right wing boards. Johansson hands it off, turning with it. That is DeBrincat. Sliding it into the corner in the Ottawa zone. Moved away from an oncoming Kane as it's worked out to center by Cousins and out of Shabbat in over the blue line. Into the Red Wing zone, left side feed for Perron on his knees. Got the shot away, but it was blocked. Quickly, Edmondson, his pass broken up, and now the Wings carry it over the line. That's Kane with it. Pass over, left side to Brinkett with a one-time shot on goal, and Allmark comes up with a save.
They play their offsides. Patrick Kane and Alex DeBrincat. Their sticks towards the middle of the ice, and they cross that blue line. Another good scoring chance for Alex DeBrincat. He's probably had 3 or 4 good chances here against his former team.
Well, the Edmonton Oilers want to move up the ladder a little bit in that Pacific Division right now after 40 minutes in Buffalo, a 2-2 tie between the Oilers and the Sabres.
Jake Wallman, the former Red Wings, making a difference there. He's paired with Darnell Nurse. That's the top of the pair right now for the Edmonton Oilers. They got 2 of the defensemen. Evan Bouchard is on the injured list, and so is Matthias Ekholm. Those are 2 very important players, but Edmonton continues to play well, and Jake Wallman is going to be a force back on that blue line for his new team.
Here's Stützle in the Red Wing zone, turned it over to Tyler Mott, who brings that puck through the logo at center ice, moves in over the line. He's dumped. Clevin tapped it up the left wing boards and now slides it down into the Red Wing zone. In pursuit is Ben Sherratt. Steers it to Dominic Shine, who tapped that puck to the front of the goal. Allmark sweeps it over to Clevin, left wing boards, got it out towards center ice. Wings shoot it back in, Sider doing the job. Clevin's pass comes off a stick right to Sider. He skates over the Ottawa blue line, fired a shot, and reaching out to make a nice glove save, Linus Allmark.
Down in front for some reason, didn't pick up that puck there quickly. He dropped down that split position, reached up his glove, and took one away from Red Sider. The Wings almost snapped the scoreless tie.
Sider scored a power play goal in that game against the Washington Capitals in 23 minutes and 6 seconds in that contest. And he's got 24 points, Sider does, in his last 36 games.
That second line, very impressive for the Washington Capitals. Spencer Carberry's done a great job. He got lots of votes for Coach of the Year in the National Hockey League. But Pierre-Luc Dubois, playing he did back in the old days of Columbus Blue Jackets, I don't think he has much choice playing the line with Tom Wilson. Wilson just beat him up. I don't think he plays so well. And in that Proton, that's a very good second line. One of the better second lines in the game. Quick, clean breakout by Ottawa.
Shane Pinto backhands the puck. The far corner in the Red Wing zone. Gustafson gets there. Pinto falls down. Now worked it around the boards. Gustafson does, reaching for it. That is Gregg. Tapping it around the boards for Pinto and behind the Red Wing goal. Shane Pinto checked along the boards. Now Sanderson throws it over right side with a dipping shot and a glove save by Cam Talbot. 14:29 to go, second period. Neither team has turned on the red light.
And more good work with that third line for the Ottawa Senators. Those 2 young forwards have been outstanding and a good job that time. Good puck movement, but again, that's a low percentage shot by Artem Zub, and that's just an easy save for Cam Talbot, and thankfully, that got the Red Wings out of trouble.
You know, we're talking about teams that score shorthanded goals, allow shorthanded goals. One of the teams giving up a lot, the Boston Bruins. 10 shorthanded goals they've given up.
It's another team, another dysfunctional team. He never quite went on in Boston. A lot of people, again, thought they'd definitely make the playoffs in the Eastern Conference, but it's been a problem all season long, and they decided to tear it down a little bit. We'll see what happens next season for Boston.
Tarasenko, Comfer out there for Detroit, along with Craig Smith as the puck rolls to the side of the Red Wing goal. Swung off the boards. Tarasenko working for it. Drops it back to Simon Edmondson. Pass for Smith, too far in front of him. This one travels to the side of the net. Allmark keeps it alive, hands it off to Clevin.
Good call by the line from that time. He said it bounced off a stick. Good body check by Craig Smith, knocking down the defenseman. But unfortunately, that backhand dump in goes up in a protective netting. Will take some pressure off the Ottawa team.
And we've got a pause in the action. 13:54 to go. We're in the second period here at the Canadian Tire Center in Ottawa. No score between the Red Wings and the Ottawa Senators. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
Listen to the soothing sizzle of Little Caesar's Crazy Puffs getting even better with bacon. Repeat after me. Whoa, I love crispy bacon and cheddar cheese sauce. Whoa, they are only $3.99. You have reached Bacon Nirvana. Your third mouth is open. Try new bacon and cheese Crazy Puffs for only $3.99 at Little Caesar's. They taste like whoa.
Pizza, pizza.
Available at participating locations for a limited time, plus tax where applicable. Prices may vary. Prices higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and third-party online sites.
At Corewell Health, we know time doesn't heal all wounds. Hard work, innovation, and we do. We're fighting cancer with proton therapy and music therapy. We're turning back the clock on Parkinson's with deep brain stimulation and outsmarting blood clots in seconds instead of days. Because this is your time to take control of your health. And it's time to show that together, we can. Corewell Health.
Wallside's early bird special ends Wednesday. Half off every window, plus an extra 20% off the sale price when you pay cash. Or no interest financing. It's Wallside's early bird sale. Half off every window, plus an extra 20% off the sale price. Or no interest financing. This sale positively ends Wednesday, March 19th. Call Wallside today, 1-800-521-7800, or go to wallside.com.
No score between the Red Wings and the Ottawa Senators as we approach the 9 o'clock hour. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is the Detroit Red Wings.
Centers. Comes along. Patterson scores. Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
Big points on the table for both of these two teams tonight, but neither team has managed to turn on the red light as of yet. 13:50 to play. We're in the second period, no score. Batherson let it go to Dylan Cousins, works his way in on Hall. Hall him in along the corner boards. Batherson dug it free, and now Kane will pick it off, and we've got a penalty coming up. Holding will be the call to Detroit.
It's Justin Hall in the way of the penalty box. He's not too happy with this one. He picked up a minor penalty back in the opening of the period, was offsetting minor penalties. This time it puts Ottawa right back on the power play. Another chance to snap this scoreless tie.
16:24, the time of the holding call to Hall of Detroit. Red Wing penalty kill, again, brought to you by Corewell Health. No matter the challenge, the response is always the same: we can. You don't want to go to the well too many times against this Ottawa Senator team.
And like the Red Wings, they thrive in this power play situation. They can really move that puck around there well. Big face-off coming up. Brady Tkachuk will take it. Dylan Larkin wins it clean. They make that tie their mark.
Ottawa a little bit dangerous the last time they were on the power play to start the second period.
Change the strategy. The Wings on the penalty kill as well.
Wide open along the right side there was Stutzla, but they couldn't get him the pass. Now short-handed, Rasmussen moves in with a shot, and Allmark made the stick save.
Usually still Larkin, Lucas Raymond starting out the penalty kill, but that time is Tyler Mott and Michael Rasmussen, and a 2-on-1, and Rasmussen just did miss.
Here's Brady Tkachuk sliding it over, center of the ice, Sanderson. Tapped it over the line, right side to Tim Stutzla. Into the slot, Cousins now to Tkachuk. Pulls the trigger, that's deflected off a Red Wing stick and wide of the goal.
The stick belongs to Moritz Sutter. Another good defensive play by Sutter.
Marco Kasper dumping it all the way down the ice, stopping it between the hash marks in front of his own goal, Linus Allmark.
And quick change for the Wings. Out comes J.T. Compher.
Here's Giroux now, winding it up, moves it up across the line for Greg in the corner. He'll dump it around the boards. Larkin took a poke at it. Johansson checked along the boards. Larkin digging away at it outside rim of the left circle, still trying to find it between a maze of skates. Now it comes loose, and it's sent across. David Perron shoots the puck and scores. Oh, we saw that a lot in Detroit. That's where he likes to shoot it from the left circle. He got the feed and fires it home short side. Power play goal. Ottawa leading 1-0.
He's had some tough season. David Perron's had some family issues, just getting back in the lineup. Just got 4 goals on the season, including that power play goal right there. But it just battles won by Ottawa along the boards in the offensive zone. He's in a sparking spot, as you described. And once he got him in the good fake, Simon Edmondson dropped down to block it. He faked far side, came back short side. That also fooled Cam Talbot. It's 1-0 Ottawa.
Larkin was working hard along the boards to try and get it out. And it was stolen. And now Perron scores the goal. 1-0 Ottawa. The crowd cheering here after that power play goal by the former Red Wing David Perron. Sider at the penalty box drops it back and dumping it in. One bounce to the front of the goal ring, and it's knocked away by Allmark into the corner.
This top line for Detroit's got to get going. They're very good last couple of games. Almer Sullivan's out there again with Larkin and Raymond.
Here's Sherratt with a shot from the left side, gloved off by Olmark, and in front trying to tip it was Soderblom of Detroit.
Sailed all the way through, and just a routine glove save there by the veteran goaltender, Linus Olmark.
4 goals on the season now for David Perron, the former Red Wing.
Look at all the additions they made. Now they got Dylan Cousins, Fabian Zetterlund. You got David Perron now. He's getting back to full strength, and all of a sudden they become a much stronger team, Ottawa, in the second half of the season.
Well, the Red Wings behind the 8 ball here as it's 1-0 Ottawa. 11:50 to play in the second period. Perron, who just scored, knocked off the puck, comes out to Cousins at center, rolls it up across the Red Wing blue line. DeBrincat, feed pass ahead to Casper, cuts wide, down low, power move to the front of the goal, steered it out in front, it's still loose. Allmark swats it away, and now cleaning house Batherson, cross-checks Casper from behind, and the Red Wings still control. Here's Kane, shooting the puck off a stick and behind the goal. Red Wings with a good pushback right here. Casper handles it for Detroit, now to Kane, long-range shot, rebound in front. There's a chance right out in front by Hall, and a save made. Another chance out in front, of one-time effort, and Allmark made the save on Raymond, or DeBrincat rather.
That's great goaltending by Linus Allmark. Just outstanding chance for the Red Wings, even strength, a chance to tie it up at a goal apiece, but robbed by the Ottawa goaltender.
Hall had the first shot, and the second chance by DeBrincat. Still 1-0 Ottawa. Stretch pass over the line, off the stick of Smith, who goes after it in the corner, charges behind the goal, dug it loose, moves it over on the right side. Back in the line, here's a shot by Edmondson, tipped in front. Smith with a chance and a diving save. Smith on a wraparound, hit the side of the goal. Allmark all over the ice in the goal crease like a fish out of water. And listen to this crowd as he is made tremendous saves to keep it a 1-0 lead for Ottawa.
Jeez, that goal by David Perron ignited the Red Wings. All of a sudden, the Red Wings playing with a lot more fury here in the second period. Big saves by Allmark. Here comes Ottawa.
Clevin up across the line, moves down into the corner with it. Clevin bounced back on the line. Here's Giroux with a long shot. It changed direction out in front of Talbot. Into the corner. It's sent out in front of the Red Wing goal. Back in the line, Clevin with a wrist shot. That's blocked by Larkin. Larkin cleared it ahead, and now Tarasenko punched it out to center ice.
Good chip. The Red Wings third line. They're tied out there. Been out there for a long time. Ottawa dumps in from center ice. They'll make a wholesale changes as well.
Well, the Wings, dangerous. Allmark's been the difference. Sanderson inside his own zone. Up the left wing boards, over the line. A long shot by Highmore, and that one knocked away by Talbot. Red Wings clear it out to center. Now it's picked up by Rasmussen in front of the Senator bench to Dominic Shine. Little drop feed, Tyler Mott. In the circle, shoots the puck, stick the side by Allmark. Down into the corner it goes. Puck stolen and bounced around the boards to Sanderson. Feed past to Highmore, quickly ahead. Chipped over the Red Wing blue line by Adam Gaudette. Here's Sanderson winding it up now, and he carries it back over the Red Wing line. Drop pass, Zetterlund with a rising shot, wide of the goal. Rebound, Rasmussen, left wing. After the Perron goal, the Red Wings kicked it up a little bit. Allmark's made some big saves, and now down the ice, a centering attempt wide open. In front was Gregg, but he was covered. Now a pass over to Shabbat. Fired the shot through traffic, and making the glove save, Cam Talbot, the Red Wing netminder.
And a wise decision by Talbot that time. Didn't say back when Eddie slid out on both pads, able to make that save, give up no rebound. They had lots of people down in front looking for the rebound. It never did come.
Well, the crowd giving the goaltender, Linus Allmark, a round of applause. He's been spectacular. Timeout, 8:49 to go. Second period. Ottawa 1, Red Wings nothing. This is the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
Hey Red Wings fans, are you tired of spending all your money on gas? Then you need the free Upside app, the app that gives you real cash back whenever you get gas. And with the price of gas today, it's big news and big money. Now, instead of just watching your dollars go into your tank, you can download the free app from Upside and start putting money back in your wallet with every gallon of gas you buy. That's right, get paid real cash when you fuel up, and use that cash to score some sweet Red Wings gear or tickets to the game. Best of all, the cash back doesn't stop at gas. Upside also works at restaurants and select grocery stores too. Upside users have already made back over $800 million. So don't wait. Download the free Upside app today and start getting cash back on every gallon of gas. And as a bonus for all you Red Wings fans out there, use promo code RW when you sign up and get an extra 25 cents per gallon cash back with your first fill up. That's promo code RW Remember, use promo code RW for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank of gas. The Detroit Red Wings and Upside, a winning combination on and off the ice.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota, like the best-selling RAV4. Now through March 31st, get 4.99 APR financing on a new 25 RAV4 or 5.99 on a RAV4 Hybrid. Excludes plug-ins. Or lease a gas-powered RAV4 LE for $339 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS. Tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Tonight's hockey game brought to you in part by Meyer, the official grocer of the Detroit Red Wings radio network. After David Perron's power play goal from Giroux, it's 1-0 Ottawa, but Linus Ullmark made at least 3 or 4 outstanding saves to keep it 1-0.
I think it's up actually almost to 6. It was just amazing with the Red Wings just coming into waves, but save after save by Ullmark. Wings playing all of a sudden a little bit better halfway through this second period of play, but they're down 1 goal. Nice face-off win there by Dylan Larkin.
Sider ripped it over on the left wing board. Soderblom to pop it into the Ottawa zone. Pinto to pick it up and move it away from Dylan Larkin to Sanderson.
I thought Elmer was real good in that last game against Washington. We need him to pick back up the pace now. He's not been that physical in this opening period with these 2 periods against Ottawa.
Soderblom in pursuit, but Zub to pick it up and dump it down the ice and just did not cross that side goal line. So the play continues. No icing call on the play. Raymond hooked to the ice. Penalty coming up now as Ridley Gregg's going to get the penalty as the Red Wings pull the goaltender Talbot for the extra player with the delayed minor coming up to the Senators. Raymond over the Ottawa blue line, cuts inside and finally lost the handle of it. It's touched by Zub, and now the Red Wings a chance to tie it. They go on the power play.
I think Travis Green would have the icing call in that situation. Just a needless and minor penalty that time by Ridley Gregg, and again he reached out with his stick, hooked down the Red Wing player, and the Wings a chance to tie it up with 8:02 left here in the second period.
Call it tripping, and the time of the penalty will be 11 minutes and 58 seconds.
The fans not too thrilled about that minor penalty, but the Wings can take advantage.
Every time the Red Wings score a goal will be a DT Energy like the Lamb goal. Booing as Gregg gets the penalty. He's in the penalty box. Red Wing man advantage now brought to you by Carbliss, the preferred ready-to-drink cocktail of your Detroit Red Wings.
The public address announcer said there'd be no booing here tonight. What's going on?
From the face-off, Raymond with a blast from the high slot, and that sails wide of the goal. Yeah, he asked for a lot of respect and didn't get it right there. Senators dump it out of harm's way, and Kane to pick it up inside the Red Wing end. Big moment of the hockey game for Detroit. Red Wings with a power play, trying to tie it up 1-0 Ottawa. DeBrincat dumps it around the end board. Zook first man to the puck, popped it in behind the goal, Sanderson. Now Kane steals, lays it back on the line. Lucas Raymond at the right point. Gustafson slides it over, left side Kane with the shot. Glove save made, rebound comes right out in front. And it's centered to Larkin. Off his stick, comes back to the blue line.
Oh, brilliant play by Patrick Kane. He's got it again.
Kane whistles it out in front to Larkin with a shot tipped by DeBrincat wide of the goal. Kane over on the left side, fanning on it DeBrincat on a one-timer. Wings dangerous. Larkin popped it to the blue line. Raymond in the slot, pass down low. Into the corner, DeBrincat shovel to the blue line. Larkin wasn't there. And now he's got to go back after it. The Red Wing captain deep in the Detroit end.
Yes, another good-looking power play. The Red Wings, Mulbrook's chances, but just could not get it behind the veteran goaltender, Linus Ullmark. Here they come again, quickly through the neutral zone.
JT Comfer, feed pass over the blue line, cutting wide. Marco Casper into the corner. Shoved in along the end boards. It's sent out in front. And now here's Tarasenko with a shot and cutting the angle to make the save. Ullmark into the corner, trying to dig it loose. Dylan Cousins, penalty-killing role for him. Comfort comes away with a puck, swings it back. Tarasenko, left side of the ice, now to Gustafson. Shoots the puck, sticked away by Ullmark. Puck along the boards into the near corner. Senators, Shabbat will pick it up and float it out to center ice. Pinto, short-handed over the line, will flip it away from Casper into the corner, and then he's dumped. And the play continues. 8 seconds to go in the Red Wing man advantage. 1-0 Ottawa over the line. Tarasenko with a shot. Olmark swats it away, and that one off the glass and out of play.
The Red Wings just coming in waves now here in the second period. Don't look now, but 29 shots on goal for Red Wings, but still trailing 1-0.
Penalty is over, and Greg is back out onto the ice, and he's going to make his way over to that Senators players bench, but the Red Wings dangerous, could not capitalize on the power play.
Calder Trophy goes the league's top rookie. My pick right now, Dustin Wolf of the Calgary Flames. How about that story in Calgary? Nobody expected the Flames to be in the playoffs at this stretch. 22 victories, 22-12-4, 9-1-3 save percentage. Lane Hudson of Montreal, 45-6, 60 points. Macklin Celebrini, he's got 20 goals, 26 assists. And Malte Michkov of the Philadelphia Flyers, benched again the other night by John Tortorella. He's got 20 goals, 26 assists as well.
Looks like there's more going on with Michkov other than on the ice, according to Tortorella.
Imagine that relationship. Well, that's going to last. How many years that'll last?
1-0 Ottawa. Picking it up along the right side is Matt Palo. He got it ahead and now out to center ice with the feed. Giroux over the blue line. Giroux pulls up, sends it back on the blue line. Clevin swings it over. Right side, Matt Palo with a shot, and that was intercepted and stopped and now lifted out of play by Rasmussen, and the play stopped. The face-off coming up out at center ice.
But again, getting back to Michkov, but again, you got a guy that much experience at John Tortorella. You think at that age you'd be listening to a coach like that and learning what he wants you to do, and he's telling you for the right reason. That's where, again, like the general manager and the president got to get involved, sit down, have a conversation with them, and say, do what your coach asks you to do. You become a much better player, and you help our team win.
Timeout. 5:36 to go in the second period. David Perron's power play goal the difference. Ottawa the 1-0 lead over the Red Wings. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
At the Sam Bernstein Law Firm, we live by the golden rule. Treat everyone who calls like they're someone's friend, family, or loved one. When you call, we listen. We get started on your case. And we're Michigan's only firm to offer the no-fee guarantee. You don't pay until we win. Treating you like family, because that's how you deserve to be treated. That's the Bernstein Advantage. The Sam Bernstein Law Firm. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Better access means better care. That's why we're making it easier to get the care you need when you need it. More locations, more specialists, exclusive cancer treatments, and the latest clinical trials mean better access to the breakthroughs of tomorrow today. All tailored to give you your best chance. Carmanis Cancer Institute. Your care, our commitment. Find the care you need at carmanis.org.
Like the Red Wings haven't had chances. They've had plenty of chances to score. Omar's been the difference. 1-0 on the power play goal by David Perron.
They are definitely in desperation mode right now, like someone hit a switch that time after the power play goal by the Ottawa Senators. It's been all Red Wings since that time. Get even up and maybe even take the lead.
Puck down low. Greg trying to dig away the puck. Larkin dug it loose. Got it up the right side for Raymond. Cuts to the center of the ice, rolls it ahead to Larkin, up over the line. Little button hook inside the zone. Skates over, inside away from Greg. Pass right circle, a one-time shot by Soderblom, blocked by Sanderson and out of play.
When Dylan Larkin's playing like that, he's really hard to play against him. He gets that puck in the offensive zone and he hangs on to it. He starts to skate, he gets out towards the blue line, he makes that turn, he comes back. He can shoot it from there himself, or like that time, over to Elmer Soderblom, who let it go in the one-timer and just did miss that top corner. The Red Wings need a lot more of that from their captain.
Seems like the floodgates open up a little bit there when Larkin can move that puck to the middle of the ice from the board.
But it's not just Dylan, too. It's everybody. When you're skating in the offensive zone like that, that's what breaks down the opponent's defense. Face off one by Ottawa, take some pressure off. A stretch play by Nick Jensen. Sider's got it.
Venturot hammers it forward. It's intercepted. Jensen absorbs a hit, dumping it into the left corner in the Red Wing end. Kane will flip it out to center ice. Jensen again. His pass was knocked down by DeBrincat, who rolls a backhand in over the blue line. Kane left circle, fans on it. Shabbat intercepted it, rolled it forward. Wings hold it in. Kane, good play. Left side now. Sent out in front, broken up. That was Casper, now picking it up again. Here's a one-time shot left side by DeBrincat, knocked away by Omar.
He must have 7 scoring chances so far in the game, Alex DeBrincat. Definitely the Red Wings better forwards. Another quality shift by Detroit. Icing call here against the Senators.
The foot race to the puck. Stutzla for Ottawa, but Chirac got there just before Tim Stutzla, and icing called against the Senators.
I mentioned Edmonton playing out 2 defensemen. Here's something else that sort of stood out to me today about Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid's got 23 goals, 79 points. That's all good. But he's -1 on the season. Their goal differential's plus 18 as a team. 9 power play goals. That means he's been on the ice for 14. He scored 14 even strength goals. This is going to be the first year, I think, ever for Connor McDavid. And he does win a trophy in the National Hockey League. Quietly, Leon Draisaitl just carrying that Edmonton team offensively. 46 goals of the season.
A lot of power play goals for Draisaitl as well.
Well, he's got the power play goals, but 46 like no one else. He's going to be a 50-goal scorer. No other player will score 50 this year in the NHL. He's going to get a lot of votes for the Hart Trophy.
Nylander doing a pretty good job in Toronto. I think he's got 34, 35 goals.
He's second on that list, but with 20 games left or 18 games left, a lot of ground to make up. But Leon Draisaitl just something else, and they get Connor McDavid. Oh, minor penalty come up against Ottawa again.
Yep, the Red Wings right back on the power play. Second consecutive power play. 3:54 to go here in the second period.
Travis Green won't like this. Minor penalties in the offensive zone. Davis high sticking call.
Time of the penalty will be 16 minutes and 6 seconds, and the guilty party is Drake Batherson.
The big, strong power forward really plays well in those top 2 lines, but need this minor penalty, and hoping the Wings can take advantage. They'll send that top group up in the power play late here in the second period, 1-0 Ottawa.
Several years ago, Batherson had offensive, but that plus-minus was just atrocious.
Isn't that most players that break in the National Hockey League? Look, all the rookie players, and just that's the number of the word you'd use, atrocious, but just getting used to it. You're not playing with kids anymore. Now you're playing with grown men.
All right, Red Wing Power Play coming up, brought to you by Carbliss, preferred ready-to-drink cocktail of your Detroit Red Wings. Batherson off for high sticking. Last time the Wings had the power play, had great chances, but Allmark saved the day. Now here's Craig shorthanded, trying to outrace Kane. Moves in, all alone. Pass across, and it was too far in front of Pinto.
When it bounced off his stick, there might have been a great defensive play by Alex DeBrincat, who just got back in time.
Raymond up across the line. You don't want to be too careless on the power play right here. Now the Wings settle it down up high. Pass over, left side, Raymond. To the blue line, Patrick Kane. Kane backpedals his way to the right circle, drops it to Sider, into the slot, shoots the wrister, save made with a pad, Allmark. Sider from the right point, swings over to Raymond, back to Sider, middle of the blue line. Right circle feed, Patrick Kane, cross ice feed, a one-time shot, fanning on it from the left side was Raymond. Kane on the rebound, right circle, moved it into the slot. Pass over on the left side, Pinto after the puck, rolls it up the boards, and back into the Red Wing end.
They're working the power play, more good looks, big saves by Linus Allmark. Plenty of time left for the Wings, here they come again.
Larkin into the corner, absorbs a cross-check right there by Highmore. Now behind the goal, Marco Casper. Sanderson bothered him, and now the puck lifted down the ice, racing for the puck, Highmore and Kane tied up Highmore, and helping out right now is Sider. 2.5 to go in the second period, 1-0 lead for the Ottawa Senators. Half a minute to go in the Red Wing power play. Casper over the Ottawa line, pass left circle, Rasmussen, bumped it back to Gustafsson. Slides it over to Tarasenko, now to Gustafsson, left circle feed. Back to Gustafsson, middle of the blue line. Shoots the puck with Rasmussen on the doorstep. That one ends up in the corner. Dug loose by Comfort to the line to Tarasenko. Now to Gustafsson, back to Tarasenko, up high. Vladimir Tarasenko rolls it right circle, Comfort. Comfort down low, in front. Rasmussen turns and fires, and a pad save by Allmark. Back in the line, Gustafsson. Into the high slot, moves it, stumbling is Marco Casper, manages to get it ahead to Comfer, lays it back to Tarasenko with a shot blocked, Casper with a shot, Allmark the save, penalty is over, Senators are at full strength, and now the puck is shot out of play along the near glass, and again, Allmark, the difference in goal.
It's a shooting gallery right now for the Red Wings. 34 shots on goal. Most of those have come in the second period, pouring it on. They can't get it behind the veteran goaltender, Linus Allmark.
Well, the Ottawa Senators have shut out opponents 8 times this season. I can see why with that type of goalkeeping, but they've also been shut out 6 times this season.
But he didn't start the season that way. He was not very good with his new team, and of course he and Jerry Swayman, the great goaltending combination of the Boston Bruins. Outstanding work by the Red Wings on that power play.
Red Wings huddling up inside the Ottawa zone, circle to the left of Allmark, who's been sensational here in the hockey game.
Definitely get their money's worth from Linus Allmark now. The big face-off coming up. Dylan Larkin right back out there.
Johansson's shot deflected in front, and that went out of play. All right, Paul, let's get to our plus-minus update. It's brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Buy, sell, finance, and save.
Well, I talked about that second line for the Washington Capitals. One of the best second lines, I think, in the game of hockey. They're big, they're physical, they're highly skilled. They were dominant against the Red Wings. But how about that Alexei Proton? He's plus 35. He had 2 goals and assists, 3 points in that hockey game. He's got 55 points of a season. But an outstanding year, and he the NHL plus 35 on the season. Alexei Protas with the Washington Capitals.
2 goals in that third period on Friday night against the Red Wings. Minute 36 to go. Allmark's been fantastic. Red Wings have fired 34 shots at him, and he's stopped them all. And the Ottawa Senators just 18 shots on Cam Talbot.
I just can't figure it out. Like, the Wings look like a totally different team now, and it came after David Perron scored the power play goal. Before that, they just seemed lethargic. They didn't seem like they're moving much, and all of a sudden now it's a full court press. Ottawa can't get out of their own zone.
The Wings have had back-to-back power plays, great chances on both of them, and still unable to get on the board.
Alex DeBrincat must have 10 shots towards Linus Allmark.
Senators shoot it in. Sanderson in deep, and now it's scooped up by Raymond. Outlets it out to Larkin at center. Over the line, Soderblom with a shot, and the save made by Allmark with a glove.
Larkin getting pushed and shoved a little bit. Retaliate now. Don't pick up a minor penalty. Let them pick up the minor and put that power play back on the ice.
Telling about the players and behind Allmark.
Michael Rasmussen picking back up his game. Had a glorious scoring chance in the second period as well. JT Comp had a good look. Marco Kasper, great work by him down low. So many guys contributing offensively. Just exactly what the doctor had ordered for the Rebels.
Linus Allmark, he's won 20 or more games in each of his last 3 seasons. He's not up to 20 yet, but the Wings right now definitely probably going to get there.
Isn't it amazing how things can change? He and Jerry Swayman and Boston win the Vezina Trophy back-to-back years. Jim Montgomery's the head coach. He sets the NHL all-time record for most points in a single season. Only one of those guys is still the Boston Bruins. Montgomery in St. Louis and Linus Allmark here in Ottawa.
Sweeping up the behind the goal. Kane dumped it back on the line of Sider. Both Sider shot through traffic. That one's blocked out in front. Nick Jensen will pick it off, move it up the left wing, held in by Sider, rolls it back in behind the goal. Shabbat scooping it up with a minute to go. Didn't clear it out. Kasper held it in. Now it's DeBrincat from the high slot. Fakes the shot. Shoots it towards the front of the goal. Allmark the save. Rebound. Kasper bounced it off the end of the net. It comes up the left side of the ice, and Tkachuk finally slams it out to the center ice off a Red Wing stick. 26 shots on goal in that second period.
They couldn't get out of their own zone. And Ottawa is a good team. Just got to keep it going here in this third period now. And again, it's never going to be over until it's over in today's NHL. 19 games left in the schedule, including tonight against Ottawa. If the Wings keep playing like they played in that second period, they definitely will get into the playoffs. But again, utilizing their speed, you think of the game in the opening period, it was more of a slower game. A little bit more physical than opening period. A lot of skirmishes down there. The Wings just utilized their speed in that second period. Their puck movement. And Ottawa just couldn't stay with them. That's what they got to do over and over and over again. And that's their strength.
Well, you think about it, the Washington Capitals scored 5 goals on 19 shots in that last game. The Red Wings have 26 shots in the second period alone.
And even going back to the Washington game again, the first 12 minutes they played like they're playing in that second period. They're all over the Washington Capitals. They couldn't get out of their their own zone. Tom McClellan mentioned that in your pregame show about just understanding what we have to do to play to our level, our strength. Once you get that figured out with that skill level, good things will happen.
All right, let's look at those shots on goal again. The second period brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Visit buyatoyota.com. Toyota Let's Go places 26 shots by the Red Wings on Linus Ullmark. They have a two-period total of 35. Ottawa was just 8 in that second period. They did get the power play goal from Perron, and they have a two-period total of 18.
And probably the most important third period of the season coming up right now for the Detroit Red Wings, and hope they keep things going and somehow come back, tie this thing up, and hopefully win the game in regulation. If not, sudden death overtime, but two very important points on the table for these two Eastern Conference rivals.
So we're in for a good, solid third period. I'm sure of that. Hockey Town, you can bring that Hockey Town energy to Little Caesars Arena on March 27th as the Red Wings battle these same Ottawa Senators. In Hockey Town, you can get your tickets now at redwings.com/tickets. Crowd making their way to the concession stands as we have completed 40 minutes here in Ottawa, and the Senators with a 1-0 lead over the Red Wings. Our second period break is brought to you by Clean Express Auto Wash. Jeff Rieger's in our 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. He's coming up next. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Auto.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues. Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Chevy, official vehicle of the Detroit Red Wings.
Wings fans, skate into bliss this season with Carbliss, the no carb, no sugar, 100 calorie premium vodka cocktail with power play flavors like black raspberry, pineapple, cranberry, and lemon lime. There's a Carbliss flavor for everyone. Find ice cold Carbliss at Little Caesars Arena all season long, at retailers near you, and at drinkcarbliss.com. Carbliss, an official ready-to-drink cocktail of your Detroit Red Wings.
After beating colon cancer, I'm turning setbacks into comebacks. I am Henry.
I'm pain-free and at full strength after spine surgery. I am Henry.
A life-saving delivery ensured my shift could continue. I am Henry.
When you need care to get you back on your game, trust the only care team chosen as the official team physicians for the Detroit Red Wings. Henry Ford Health. We are Henry.
When you're on the go, every minute of the day counts. Meijer Home Delivery and Pickup helps you make the most of every second. Get all your weekly shopping online, quickly and easily, from wherever you are, whenever you want. Then have your Meijer order delivered to your home, or swing by and pick it up when you're out and about. Whatever works best for your schedule. The good life is in reach with Meijer Home Delivery and Pickup.
Hey, it's Ken Cal, voice of the Red Wings. There's a homegrown squad that's been around even longer than the Wings. Rose Pest Solutions, pro over 160 years ago, and has dominated pests ever since. Rose saves your home or business against pests like bedbugs, cockroaches, rodents, and spiders. Their technicians are also equipped to meet all safety regulations. That's why Rose is an official partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call Rose at 800-966-ROSE or go to rosepestsolutions.com.
Welcome back to the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. Sends on the Red Wings 1-0 after two periods of action. Go ahead, check the scoring summary brought to you by McLaren and the Carmanis Cancer Institute. Your best chance. Scoreless game. Sens get a power play. David Perron, the former Blue, former Red Wing as well, and that's his 4th of the season from Claude Giroux. 7:39, 1-0 game.
Johansson checked along the boards. Larkin digging away at it outside rim of the left circle. Find it between a maze of skates. Now it comes loose, and it's sent across. David Perron shoots the puck and scores. Oh, we saw that a lot in Detroit. That's where he likes to shoot it from the left circle. He got the feed and fires it home. Short side. Power play goal. Ottawa leading 1-0.
Wings had their chances to at least get the equalizer, maybe more. 36 chances to be exact. Linus Ullmark, the Sens netminder, has been that special. And take a listen to some of his work.
Casper handles it for Detroit. Now to Kane. Long-range shot. Rebound in front. Here's a chance right out in front by Hall. And a save made. Another chance out in front. Of one-time effort. And Ullmark made the save on Raymond. Or to Brinkett, rather.
Great goaltending by Linus Ullmark. Two outstanding chances for the Red Wings. Even strength. A chance to tie it up with a goal apiece. But robbed by the Ottawa goaltender.
Linemark standing on his head, and that would do it for the second period. 36-18 shots on goal in favor of the Detroit Red Wings. 26 shots alone in that second period. Hits in favor of the Sens, 29-25. What about the faceoffs? One seems to be a problem with Detroit recently. Sens have won 64% of the faceoffs, 27 to be exact. Ottawa 1 for 2 in the power play. Red Wings 0 for 3. 1-0 Sens after 2. Paul Wood standing by for the second intermission. We'll talk to him next. You're listening to Detroit Red Wings Hockey.
From Novi to Royal Oak and down to Woodhaven and even Windsor, Ashley has Detroit covered when it comes to affordable, high-quality furniture and unbelievably comfortable mattresses. After nearly 20 years in the community, Ashley is proud to be the first official furniture and mattress partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Shop any of our 7 Metro Detroit locations and mention this partnership to receive 20% off your purchase. Some exclusions apply. Visit us today and help support the Red Wings this season. Only at Ashley.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletico, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at athletico.com. Official partner of the Detroit Red Wings.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. Our firm has helped recover over $3.5 billion by fighting and winning one case at a time for over 50 years. We listen, fight for what you deserve, and you don't pay until we win, because nobody fights harder. There are over 3.5 billion reasons to get the Bernstein advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Roofman for all your roofing needs. For 3 generations, go to roofmanusa.com or call 734-662-3300.
Sends up on the Wings 1-0 after 40 minutes of action. Welcome back to the 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. Time now for the intermission conversation brought to you by Meyer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Red Wings. Get you back to Ottawa. Paul Wood standing by. Paul, how are you?
Real good, Jeff, but just amazed to have that second period of play. I mean, it's just like night and day. I mean, after David Perron has scored like a totally different looking team, they're on the attack, and whatever that was, they got to bottle it and do it more often.
So 3 points out of a playoff spot. You can't lose this one in regulation, or it's 5 points. But if they somehow find a way to win this hockey game, 26 shots in the second period. I mean, Linus Ullmark has been fabulous, but the Red Wings bouncing back very nicely.
Well, you know, Jeff, and again, I mean, I'm hoping we come back and we win this game or get a single point, just keep it going. But again, we did the same thing to Columbus Blue Jackets back in the outdoor game there. And we outshot them 2-1 as well. So we've done this again, but we just got to do it more often and keep it going. But we're playing like this. We're as good as anybody in the NHL.
Give me your thoughts about a couple of the Wings stars, Dylan Larkin, Lucas Raymond, a maintenance day for Larkin the other day. What have you made of their play of late?
I think the fatigue factor definitely is part of it. I don't think they're as good as they were before the Four Nations tournament. So they definitely burned up a lot of energy in that situation. But they're both great players. And again, you got to battle through it. But one thing I noticed this game here tonight, Jeff, was just in the opening period, we seemed like we were playing to the speed of a level of Ottawa. We were involved in those scrums and the pushing and shoving. There was very little of that in the second period. We just meant business. We just wanted to. We want to generate the scoring chances. That's exactly what they did. So that's going to be their mindset. Detroit's not a big team. They're not a physical team. You got to forget that stuff. Let the referees do their job. You do what you do best, and that's utilize your speed and make great passing plays. Alex DeBrincat, 7 shots on goal through 2 periods of play. Patrick Kane had 4. They've got 11. The entire team here's got 18 for Ottawa. So great offense for the Red Wings. That's their strength. They've got to utilize it every game.
What have you made of Craig Smith, the trade deadline acquisition? 6:48 on the ice. Not a ton of time. 13 shifts, couple of shots. Also had a hit and a giveaway. What should he add to this team? By all accounts, third or fourth line center that's got a little grit and maybe a little scoring touch.
Well, he's got over 200 goals in the NHL. I think it's at 220, I think he's got, and he's been around for a long time. He knows how to play, but once I did the lines today and I saw him, Comfort, Tarasenko, and Smith, I said, that's a good third line. And again, that fourth line's worked well. Michael Rasmussen's bouncing back, another good thing for the Red Wings. He's not so good now the last 5-6 games. He's been much better here today. And again, Jonathan Berkman on that line, or Tyler Mott, both those guys have been effective as well. So all 4 lines are contributing. The top 2 lines have been dangerous, but the Wings just got to keep it going now and keep playing like this. And I know we've been saying about the numbers and 19 games left, 18 games, how many you got to win. You play like this, things will take care of themselves.
What about around the league? The trade deadline was on Friday. Was there one move that shocked you, that really kind of shocked you to your core? Was it Mikko Rantanen? Was it somebody else? Like, what would you take out of that?
Yeah, it was Brad Marchand going to the Florida Panthers. I just never thought I'd ever see that. I thought he was a lifer for sure, the captain of the Boston Bruins. But they probably went to him and asked him what he wanted to do and told him what they're going to have to do and maybe have a rebuild for a couple of seasons. And does he want to stay here, go somewhere else? And they gave him that opportunity. But that's just a massive pickup for the Florida Panthers getting at Brad Marchand.
All right, so looking at the wild card right now, Blue Jackets 70 points, Senators 69 points, Rangers right in that mix 68 points. They lost to Ottawa the other day. Red Wings are in 66, and then there's the Canadiens 66, probably not including the Bruins considering they sold big at the deadline. Of the 4, Columbus, Ottawa, New York, Detroit, who makes it?
For today's game, I thought Ottawa, Columbus are probably going to make it the way the Wings were playing. After watching that second period of play, I don't think any of those teams can stay at Detroit. The skill level they've got, what they can do. Marco Casper was great in that second period as well. I mentioned DeBrincat. He was outstanding. Patrick Kane. Rangers, I don't think they can stay with the Red Wings. Then you get down to Montreal. I think we're a better team. Boston, we got 2 games in hand, the Bruins. I think we're better than them, but an amazing victory in Tampa Bay. And then the Islanders, again, not many games. There are lots of games left, but 65 points. But definitely we're back in the hunt to playoff. But again, a lot of these teams can't play like we played in that second period. We can do it. We just got to do it more often.
Paul Woods, great stuff as always. We appreciate it. We'll catch you in the third period. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff.
The great Paul Woods. Coming up next, we'll check the out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Detroit Red Wings Hockey.
Red Wing fans, get in the game at Dunham Sports to find great savings in every aisle. Since 1937, Dunham's has been bringing Red Wing fans the best values on the brand name sporting goods you want. Dunham's has your favorite brands like Under Armour, Adidas, Champion, Carhartt, Titleist, Bauer, Spalding, Warrior, Nordic Track, and many more at prices that are hard to beat. Get in the game and save at any of the 70 Michigan Dunham sports locations.
Get ready, Little Caesars Arena, because light beer just got better. And Sam Adams is here to elevate game day experience. With the clean, crisp taste of American Light, you're not just grabbing any light beer, you're upgrading to the best in the game. It's smooth, easy drinking, and oh, so refreshing. You'll be reaching for another one in no time. Plus, American Light is brewed right here in the USA using all American sourced ingredients. Sam Adams American Light Beer. Because when life calls for a cold one, it's always Sam season.
Huddle up, sports fans. If you're in the market for a new home loan or refi, here's a winning game plan. Start at mortgagematchup.com. We'll connect you with an expert right in your area. Now that's like getting your own first-round draft pick. And your home loan expert will deliver an experience that's faster, cheaper, and easier than going to a big bank or online lender. Go to mortgagematchup.com today. Powered by United Wholesale Mortgage LLC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 3038, licensed in all 50 states and the District of Columbia.
America's favorite place to watch sports is Stadium Swim, located at Circa Resort and Casino. Catch all the biggest games at a viewing experience built for sports fans. Chill in one of our 6 pools on 3 different levels for a perfect view of our massive screen. Located at Circa Resort and Casino in downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Stadium Swim. Book your spot today at circalasvegas.com.
Keep your car sparkling clean and wash all you want starting at just $20 a month at any Clean Express Auto Wash. For more information, visit cleanexpresswash.com. Go Red Wings!
Welcome back to the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. Huge period for the Wings looming as they try to catch the Ottawa Senators. They trail 1-0 after 2. Get you back for the third period. First, the out-of-town scoreboard. Brought to you by Rocket Mortgage. Buy, sell, finance, and save. Games going on right now. Not a real busy slate in the NHL. Blackhawks Avalanche underway late first period. That game is scoreless. Also, Oilers and Sabres are final. How about the Sabres? They end a 6-game losing skid. Big game, Tage Thompson. He nets his 32nd and 33rd goal of the season. Also, one of them being the game winner. Evan Bouchard gets his 12th for Edmonton. Also, 10 o'clock tonight in about 18 minutes, Maple Leafs make their way over to Utah to take on the hockey club. William Nylander having a great season. The right winger for Toronto. He's got 35 goals. Clayton Keller, always good, whether it's for Arizona or Utah. He's got 23 goals. All right, let's get you back to Ottawa. 2 periods in the books. Third, just about to get going. Wings had 26 shots alone in that second period. Will they keep it up? They trail by a goal. We find out right now. Ken Gale, Paul Woods. Guys, take it away. Third period.
Well, 27 shots on goal for the Red Wings, and actually that ties a road record, period record for the Red Wings. 27 shots in a road game, so Ullmark's been the difference. He has shut the door on the Red Wings, and it's 1-0 David Perron with the power play goal, the only goal of the hockey game.
And Matter Engineer just pointed out, Linus Ullmark, 27 saves, you mentioned in that period. That ties a franchise record for Ottawa. And one of the goaltenders done it twice, and that goaltender is Cam Talbot.
I think of shots on goal, Paul. I think of Ron Tugnut. One game he was with Quebec. I think he faced
76 or something?
76 or 78 shots on goal.
Quebec Nordiques.
He slept good that night.
Boy, big third period come up for the Red Wings. And again, just got to pick up they left off in that second period. And just not tonight. Just keep it doing it for the final 18 games of the regular season. If they do, they'll make the playoffs. See, some teams don't have that switch to hit. When you've got that switch and you're not using it, that's what the problem is.
Now we're ready to go. Third period, Red Wings control. Big period for the Red Wings right here. They don't want to lose another 2 points to a divisional rival as the Red Wings shoot it in. Along the near side of the ice, it's played by the player at center, Greg, to dump it in behind the Red Wing goal, setting it up Talbot. Pinto still wide open, was Greg in front, and now cleaning house, Sider with a body check. And then Sherratt just nailed the player Shabbat in along the corner boards. Ben Sherratt's going to get a penalty here.
Well, that's the last thing the Red Wings needed. A couple of good plays, a couple of big hits, one by Sider, one by Sherratt, but that gives an early power play to Ottawa. The Wings have got to stay out of that penalty box now. They take 2 important minutes off the clock. Penalty killers have got to get the job done. They gave up a power play goal back in that second period to the former teammate, David Perron.
27 seconds into the third period, boarding penalty to Ben Sherratt. So the penalty killers have to do the job right here, and they don't want to give up the next one. in a game where the goaltender has really been the number one star for the Ottawa Senators.
Charlie Mott and Michael Rasmussen struck the penalty kill. They've been doing that all night long. That seems like it's working better for the Red Wings.
Red Wing penalty kill brought to you by Corwell Health. No matter the challenge, their response is always the same. We can. Red Wings shoot it all the way in on goal. Hallmark the save, and now out to center ice comes Sanderson. Pass along the right side, Dylan Cousins towards the front of the goal with a chance. Tried to beat the goaltender Talbot through the wickets, and he made the save.
Gee, that's good teamwork there by Cam Talbot. 5 left now on the Senators' power play.
Here's David Perron, the lone goal scorer in the game, off his stick, and now Rasmussen will bump it off the boards and down the ice again. Time for one last rush on the power play for Ottawa. So the penalty killer's doing the job for Detroit. 1-0 Ottawa. 2.5 gone by in the period. Red Wings Sider will bounce it down the ice.
And just one shot on goal in that power play. Came off the stick early of Dylan Cousins.
We're 0 for 5, the Senators against the Rangers, their last game, as they worked it in behind the Red Wing goal again. So the Red Wings are at full strength. Red Wings dodged the bullet on the penalty that was assessed to Ben Sherratt. Raymond now to Johansson, back to Raymond along the right wing boards. He's checked by Highmore. Soderblom dumped it in. Here's Larkin moving in with a high rising shot. Shoulder pad save made there by Ullmark. Now here's a chance. Larkin scores! Larkin feed, and from left faceoff, Dodd fired it in, and this game is tied 1-1.
That's a big goal for Red Wings right there. And again, Dylan Larkin wasn't involved in that penalty kill to start that third period. Maybe getting some much-needed rest on that bench. Wings take advantage of that. He gets out there. That pass came to him down the left side. He walked in from 30 feet, let it go. Ullmark got a piece of it, but it bounced into that corner. Just like that, the Red Wings come back and tied up at a goal apiece.
That goal by Larkin, a DTE Energy light the lamp goal. It comes at 2 minutes and 58 seconds of this third period to tie it up.
And that's a smart move. Rubbing the coaching staff, not putting him out there if he's a little bit fatigued. That's the worst thing you do. Put him out there in a short-handed situation. You get some energy back on the bench, and he made the Senators pay it.
So finally, the Red Wings light the lamp in behind Ullmark, who did get a piece of it, but it went in behind him, and the Red Wings have tied it up. Kudos to the penalty killers, too. They had to come up big early on.
And different guys getting some action on that. That's a good job. Michael Rasmussen and Tyler Mott had most of it.
All right, a 1-1 tie. The puck is batted into the Red Wing zone. Gustafsson hammers it up the right side of the ice. Tarasenko. Batherson chipped it away from him. Cousins lifts it softly to the front of the goal, intercepting Hall. Got it ahead to Smith, who will dump it out to center ice. Smith trying to get that puck away from Perron in front of the Red Wing bench, and now Hall to scoop it up. And he'll drop it back as the Red Wings settle it down inside their own end. Hall lifting it out to center ice. The pass off a stick popped up into the air. And Stützle will handle it, but they're saying it was batted ahead with a glove from one Senator to another. And the play whistled down.
And just one assist on Dylan Larkin's game-tying goal, going to the hard-working forward. Lucas Raymond is getting a little bit of a breather as well. Lots of guys contributing for the Red Wings, but of his second line is out there right now to Brinkett with the Patrick Kane and the rookie Casper. He's not playing like one.
Casper's had a lot of jump in this hockey game, and really good on the penalty kill.
Yep, he's doing lots of it right now. The face-off won by the Red Wings. Ben Sherratt will dump it in.
Big goal by Larkin to tie it up. He's got 27 goals on the season. Wings would like to get the next one, too, and get the lead as it's played ahead to Tkachuk off the stick of Casper. Rolls it down low to Kane. Kane worked in along the boards. Got it ahead. Turning with it to Brinkett with a shot. Short angle shot, and that one gloved off by Ullmark.
And definitely not the biggest line in the NHL, but utilized for his speed. It's Marco Casper to Brinkett. Patrick Kane won the battle along the side of the boards against Brady Tkachuk, brought to the net, but it was a routine that stopped with a sharp angle shot by Alex DeBrincat.
Larkin now has goals in 3 straight hockey games, and he has 30 points now in his last 30 games played as well.
You know, Matt was talking about the franchise record. We were talking about the days in the period. I thought it might have been the hamburger. Oh, yeah. Remember his days back? And again, how do you explain that? How do you explain what that guy did in that one half of the season?
Well, he came in, and about halfway through the season, he was just unbeatable.
I think they honored him in the game, the week before for the All-Star break.
All right, the pass up across the line. Floats in. Here's a backhand try. Talbot the save. It's loose off to the side of the goal. Zetterlund was on the doorstep, and the Red Wings cleared away.
The Wings dodge a bullet right there. Cam Talbot's lost his stick back behind. He can't go out it in, and finally we do. Here comes Rasmussen.
Rasmussen out of Tyler Mott. Shoots the puck short side. Rebound off the boards. Moving it out in front. That was Rasmussen, and it pops to Greg. Greg out to center ice. He'll shoot it into the Detroit end.
And Tom McClellan getting some mileage from that fourth line. Both Rasmussen and Mott been very effective out there that last shift with Lucas Raymond. Had a couple of chances down low.
5 minutes gone by, third period. Larkin's goal tying it up here in the third. 1-1. Wings shoot it in. Larkin after the puck. Trying to kick it back. It's broken up, and now Larkin steals again, working hard along the boards. Highmore to chip it off the glass. It came out in front of the penalty box at center. Raymond handles it. Slides it to Gustafsson over on the side for Soderblom. Fumbled the puck, now moves it over the Ottawa blue line. Poked away from an oncoming Raymond. Highmore from center, rolls it in behind the Red Wing goal. Tempo picking up here after the Larkin goal that tied it 1-1. Wings chip it up the left wing. Soderblom stopped as it trickles deeper into the corner in the Red Wing zone. Gustafsson swept it over, now to Hall up the right side, brings it out to center, flips it out to the Ottawa blue line. Shabbat now backpedals into his own zone to the head. Now Dylan Cousins over the blue line. Right circle with a shot. Arister and Talbot made the save. Back on the blue line, Jensen's shot knocked away with a blocker calmly by Cam Talbot. Cousins trying to work for it. Got it loose in the high slot. Tarasenko feeds it back, and the Red Wings settle it down. Game tied 1-1. 13:50 to play in the third period. 2 big points on the table for both of these two teams. Red Wings trying to snap a 5-game losing skid. In behind the goal now, Jensen dug it around the boards. Sider tied up his man. It comes to the blue line at Comfer, slides it over to Sherratt. He fired a shot in the high slot trying to tip with Smith, but it ended up in the glove of Ullmark.
And like Cam and Talbot, Linus Ullmark rarely gets up those rebounds. Good job by him getting it on the pads. But couldn't find that puck. He did pick it up, make a glove save. Got his team in trouble.
Timeout, 13:33 to go in regulation. It's the Red Wings 1 and the Senators 1. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
America's favorite place to watch sports is Stadium Swim, located at Circa Resort and Casino. Catch all the biggest games at a viewing experience built for sports fans. Chill in one of our 6 pools on 3 different levels for a perfect view of our massive screen. Located at Circa Resort and Casino in downtown Las Vegas on Fremont Street. Stadium Swim. Book your spot today at circalasvegas.com.
You just slept on it funny. I think it's supposed to be that color. It's probably just something you ate. That'll clear right up with some aloe. Some chicken soup will have you back on your feet in no time. Not sure. But Mom will probably know.
Don't rely on guesswork. For 85 years, Blue Cross has been providing Michiganders with access to the care and resources they need, and will be ready to help for the next 85 years.
At Rocket, we believe everyone deserves their shot at the American dream. So if you're feeling locked out of home ownership, we're here to give you back the keys. We're opening doors, breaking down walls, and doing everything we can to turn renters into owners. And we're not going to stop until we help everyone home. To find out more, visit rocket.com. Rocket, own the dream.
Elevate your fandom by joining our Wing Wheel Nation waitlist. All you got to do is go to DetroitRedWings.com/waitlist. Game tied 1-1. Dylan Larkin with the tying goal. 2:58 from Raymond, his 27th of the season. Early in the third to tie it up. Wing steal inside the zone. Here's a drop pass. Marco Kasper, right circle in front, setting up in front of the net to brink it. It was blocked. Mario feed pass over the blue line to Greg. Into the high slot in the wing zone. Moves to his backhand. Forced into the corner. Pumped it back in the line to Nick Jensen. Now to Shabbat with a shot. Blocked out in front of Mario. Backhand block. And the Red Wings steal. Here is the Brinkett dropping it back to the trailer. Albert Johansson.
What a burst of speed it was by Marco Kasper. The Red Wings rookie coming back and help break up that rush.
Shot taken right there by Raymond. On goal. Ullmark made the save after a nifty pass there by Johansson. play offside. It came over and back, and now a face-off coming up over the Ottawa blue line.
That was a good thing for the Red Wings because Lucas Raymond's outside that blue line. That puck's inside the line. It rolled off his stick. That was going to be a 3-on-1 break for the Ottawa Senators. The Wings dodge a bullet right there.
Red Wings return home. They take on the Buffalo Sabres in Hockeytown on Wednesday. That'll be our next broadcast. Like to have you with us for all the action. 7:15 will be our broadcast time. 7:30 start at Little Caesars Arena on Wednesday.
They're going to be a better offensive team. Josh Norris, the number 2 center iceman, there in Buffalo. He and Tage Thompson 1-2. And how about that game tonight? The Sabres at home beat Edmonton 3-2.
Lifted up the right wing wall. A backhand down the ice. Won't go far enough for the icing as Sherratt just unloaded it. Here's Giroux from in front of the penalty box. Sticks it into the corner. Nobody there for Ottawa. Sider scooping it up behind the Red Wing goal now. Steers it up the right side for Raymond. Rink wide feed. Dylan Larkin chipped it over the line. Cuts wide. Shoots the puck. A sharp angle shot wide of the goal. And the rebound comes all the way down the ice into the Red Wing end.
And the goaltender's got to play it. Cam Talbot sets it up. Brings forward Alex Brinkets out there. Make that Lucas Raymond. Actually, it was Dominic Shine. Fourth line now for Todd McClellan.
David Perron watching Gustafson closely, who handles the puck behind the Red Wing goal. Perron scored a power play goal to open the scoring for the Senators. Cleaning house Sherratt and knocked down Cousins hard, and now it comes back towards the blue line, held in. Puck driven off to the side of the goal. Now cleared over to the left wing boards. A chance right there by Matt and Palo, and that one wide of the goal. Now over the line skates Rasmussen, stopped as he moves that puck now, second effort into the corner for Dominic Shine. Line pass in front, broken up by Batherson. Batherson slows it down, drops it into his own end. Now rink wide feed to Matt and Paulo.
It's been a good fourth line. Rasmussen, Mott out there right now. Dominic Shine, all three skating miles tonight. Good work again by Mott.
Big steal, but turned it over, and Matt and Paulo to get it out to center ice. Now the Senators set it up as it's rolled up the wing. Out to center ice, lifted ahead, and now it's Gaudette to play it in behind the Red Wing goal.
And the Red Wings got to get that, find that speed game we saw in the second period. We have not seen that much here in the third period. Now a 1-1 tie.
10:55 to play in regulation. Simon Edmondson spun around by Gaudette, didn't clear it out, held in at the line. Highmore to dump it back in behind the Red Wing goal. Talbot plays it into the corner for Johansson. Gaudette with a check on him. Now Highmore after the loose puck. Edmondson is hit hard by Gaudette. Absorbed the hit, but then picking up the puck, Comfer brings it out the center, popped it over the Ottawa blue line. Claude Giroux will tap it up the right wing boards. Now shoveled by Tkachuk to the side of Talbot. Side 1-1, Wings turn it over. Here's Tkachuk with a feed in front off the stick of Stützle. Goes to the far wing, and Kane comes racing out the center with a puck.
What a great play by Marco Kasper. Using the boards back in its own zone. Ottawa gets it and dumps it right back in off the stick of Brady Tkachuk.
Stützle trying to go away after the puck. It rolls into the corner. Ben Sherratt plays it up the right side to DeBrincat. He's got 9 shots on goal in the hockey game. DeBrincat as he rolls that puck softly down the ice.
And Ottawa bouncing back after that second period, playing better now. The game's starting to go a little bit more in their direction. Wings got to pick back up the pace.
Zub dropping it back to the trailer. Sanderson. Now it's shoveled by Amadio in behind the Red Wing goal. Crowd a little bit vocal now here in Ottawa. Game tied 1-1. Larkin lifts it out to center ice. Soderblom had his pocket picked by Zub. Over the Red Wing line. He'll wrap it around the dasher. It goes into the right corner for Gregg. Slings it to behind the goal. Amadio with a centering attempt off a stick, and that puck deflects down the ice to the Ottawa blue line.
Isn't it funny when the game gets a little bit more methodical? It favors Ottawa, and it gets to be fast pace, and it favors the Red Wings.
Zub with a feed over the line, intercepting Dylan Larkin. Slides it over to Gustafson, crosses the red line, and shoots it in. Puck into the corner, and now it's Cousins checked in along the end boards. Shane Pinto lost it for a moment. Zub comes away with it and hands it ahead. Cousins down the middle. Flips it over the line to Batherson. Left face-off circle, moving into the corner in the Red Wing zone. Referee in the middle of the pile. Now Edmondson trying to jam it away from Perron. He does. Red Wings bounce it out to center ice, and now Clevin to shoot it into the corner as Ottawa is changing on the go. 8:40 to play in regulation, a 1-1 tie. Larkin tying it up with the early goal here in the third period. Icing called against Detroit And a face-off moves down the ice.
We talked earlier about the Hart Trophy. I think it should go to Leon Draisaitl. He actually leads the NHL in goals. Power play goals, as Ken mentioned, but also game-winning goals. That's very important. Number 2, Nathan McKinnon. He's the first player to get to 100 points. He got there last night. He's probably going to end up with about 130 this season. He'd go number 2, and I think Connor Hellebuck, the goaltender from Winnipeg, will be the third-place finisher in the Hart Trophy.
Stützle tried to cut in front, and it was at his pocket picked by Smith, the Red Wing forward. Giroux over the blue line, pumping it down into the corner. Sherrod after the puck deep in the Red Wing zone. Chuck knocked down as the stick got to his skate blades right there, and now they battle for it along the near wing.
It was accidentally on purpose by Ben Sherrod.
Sider out of the pile, sends it rink wide to Ben Sherrod. Red Wings are changing. Sherrod skates over the blue line, cuts inside, has an opening, shot the puck wide of the goal. Marco Kasper out there for Detroit. He's played well. Patrick Kane to the blue line, bounced over the stick blade of Sherrod. Now Sider has to wait for his teammates to get onside. He does. He strides down the middle, shoots the puck. Allmark the save, rebound, skips into the corner.
I think it hit him. It bounced high off his shoulder. Powerful rush by Moritz Sider down that right side.
Kane lost the possession of the puck as it's rolled into the corner for Stützle. Stützle stick handling with a puck, swings it over on the right side of the ice, and Jensen to hammer it in front of the penalty box.
Well, he's a magician. He gets that puck on his stick, Tim Stützle.
Wings push it back to the Ottawa blue line. Jensen sweeps it back. 7:25 to go in the third, a 1-1 tie. Big 2 points on the table. Pinto over the blue line. That's it into the right corner. Wings get Gustafsson. Feed pass up the left wing. It out to center. Now shot back down the ice into the corner in the Detroit end by the Ottawa Senators.
And we've seen more than fourth line all night long, and it's definitely helped out the Red Wings balance up front. More energy for the top 3 lines.
Wings taking their time to break out behind their own goal. Now Justin Hall angles away from Zetterlund to move it up the left wing. Shot down the ice. Tarasenko, Mott tripped up a little bit. Now it's Zetterlund getting it ahead, center ice to Gaudette. Rolled off his stick. Wings play it ahead in front of the penalty box again. Rasmussen to punch it over the Ottawa blue line. Game tied 1-1, 6:35 to go in regulation. Time winding down. Puck ends up around the far board. Zetterlund after the puck. Larkin got it ahead, though, to Soderblom. Soderblom in over the Ottawa blue line, cutting wide into the corner, hanging onto the puck. Drops it to the trailer. Edvinsson swept it over to Larkin, left side, shoots the puck, short side. Allmark looked behind him, but comes up with the save.
Well, tell him beat him that same spot earlier in that period. That time it bounced off the outside shoulder. Looked like maybe going to go back in towards the goal, but Linus Allmark, a quick recovery to get his team.
Timeout, 6:15 to go in regulation. A 1-1 tie between the Red Wings and the Ottawa Senators. This is the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
It's time to think Ford first. Right now, check out the 2025 Ford Escape at your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. The Escape comes available with driver assist technologies, like pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking. And with a great in-stock selection, you're sure to find the perfect Escape just for you. Easy Plan customers who trade in their vehicle can lease a 2025 Ford Escape for $349 a month for 36 months, with $2,129 due at signing. Payment includes waived security deposit, excludes title, taxes, and license fees. Not all lessees will qualify for Ford Credit Red Carpet Low Mileage Lease. Payment includes $2,500 trade assist. Offer ends March 31st. See dealer for qualifications and complete details. Some exclusions may apply. So get to your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers and take advantage of this $349 Escape lease offer before it ends. Think Ford first.
To grow your business in the cloud, you need to make sense of your data, and Dynatrace makes it possible. With end-to-end observability powered by AI, you can unlock the insights hidden in your data, innovate faster, deliver better user experiences, and see your business like you've never seen it before. That's the power of possible. That's the power of Dynatrace. Find out how and try it for free at Dynatrace.com. That's Dynatrace.com.
Pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Detroit Red Wings.
Hockey lives here.
Sagan to Ben, down low, delays, he scores!
Sirius XM NHL Network Radio.
From the draw, Raymond with a shot from the left circle. Allmark made the blocker save. Red Wings have it where they want it down low. Soderblom with a shot. That's wide of the goal.
I don't think you ever saw Linus Allmark. A big break right there for Ottawa. More good pressure here for the Red Wings top line.
Soderblom in front. Raymond on the loose. Puck out in front with a chance, and Allmark made the save on him from point-blank range.
He let it go as he was going it down. Somehow that puck stayed out. Great pressure here for the Red Wings.
Raymond in behind the Ottawa goal. Senators reeling a little bit. Game tied 1-1. Raymond in the slot to Larkin misfires. Now Raymond hustles and Larkin gets it in the corner. Dylan Larkin brings it to the right point. Barely held it in. Passes it over in the left wing for Sherrod. His pass broken up. It comes back on the line as the Senators didn't clear it out. Sider, right point. Fires it around the end boards. Sider knocked his man down, and a penalty coming up right here. Cleaning house Sherrod, and the play is stopped at center ice.
And Red Sider going in for a minor penalty takes a lot of momentum away from the Red Wings. I'm hoping it's going to be offsetting minor penalties. But right now, it just looks like it's going to be Sider. Power play coming up for Ottawa. Another outstanding ship by the Red Wings. Look at Red Sider getting an explanation from the referee. He can't believe it.
14:44 is the time of the penalty. Sider gets the gate.
Detroit penalty number 53, 2 minutes roughing.
What the replay looked like to you, Paul?
Bodies were flying in both directions. Ben Sherrod knocked the guy down. Rick Sider knocked the guy down. I didn't see the entire play, but a bad break for the Red Wings at 5:16, and now the penalty killers left in the third period. The penalty killers have got to get the job done.
Wings have allowed one power play goal. That was to Perron in the second period. Red Wing man advantage. The Red Wings penalty kill coming up, brought to you by Corwell Health. No matter the challenge, their response is always the same: we can.
That was a reverse hit by Red Sider. The Ottawa player's coming out. Sider's got the puck, and he delivers that reverse hit. He hits him first before he can hit him and still plays the puck. And that's what the referee called, but he knocked him down. Face-off one here by Ottawa.
Stutzla lays it over to Sanderson. To Stutzla, and he breaks his stick in two as that puck moves in behind the goal into the corner. It's loose in front. Sanderson over on the left side, and they score. Power play goal. Dylan Cousins, the newest Ottawa center. Left circle got the feed and fires it home. And it's 2-1 Ottawa.
Yeah, Red Sider quickly up at the penalty box and a long stare towards the referee at that time. Tie-breaking goal of the Ottawa Senators, and what a perfect play. Wide open net for newly acquired Dylan Cousins. He let it go. There's no chance for Cam Talbot. It's 2-1 Ottawa with 5:04 left in regulation.
$14.56, the time of the power play goal by Dylan Cousins.
That was Jake Sanders, just made an amazing play. Actually faked the shot himself, then pushed it over to the side, and there's no chance at all for Cam Talbot. Boy, what a turn of events that was. Wings just playing so well, and a needless minor penalty by Red Sider. Again, how many times do you not call that a 1-1 tie late in the third period with a game with playoff implications?
Senators roll it all the way to the side of Talbot. Icing called against the Ottawa Senators. 4:52 to go. Red Wings on their way to 50 shots in this game, and they trail 2-1.
Well, they're definitely going to get to 50. Linus Allmark's got to make a lot of saves here to keep his team in the lead. Still plenty of time left on that clock. What a great play by Jake Sanderson. Of course, he played the Four Nations tournament. He was outstanding as well.
Right before that penalty, too, the Red Wings were dangerous out in front. Right, Giroux swings it forward. Brady Tkachuk out there, just rolls it softly into the corner of the Red Wing zone. First man Stutzla to pound it in behind the Detroit goal. Here comes DeBrincat back the other way. Wings need a goal to tie it. 2-1 Ottawa. Crowd booing. DeBrincat right circle shoots the puck. Allmark the save and the rebound. Bounced off a Ottawa player and almost into the corner of the goal.
Was going in. Another shot for Alex DeBrincat. It's got to be at least 10 for him.
DeBrincat. Feed pass over, chopped down low, and behind the goal, Marco Kasper. Laid it around the boards. Now Cousins, who scored the go-ahead goal, tapped it out to the Red Wing blue line.
Gotta be careful now. Elmer Soderblom almost picked up Johansson, almost picked up a minor penalty.
Comfer in the corner, got the feed from Kane. Comfer gets it again. Sanderson stole the puck, and he moves it up the right wing out to center ice. Got it ahead to and he'll lift it into the air. bounce it into the corner in the Red Wing end.
First four chicken downs on Ottawa. Take some time off the clock. Wings are deep in their own zone.
Crowd making noise. 2-1 Senators. Late in the third period. 3:35 to go. In behind the goal skates Greg to the blue line. Clevin, stick handle, shoots the puck wide of the goal. The rebound picked it up into the corner. Amadio was tied up. Smith now comes away with it out to center. The newest Red Wing carries over the blue line, cuts inside, makes a move, goes into the corner, and then he's ridden off the puck there by the defenseman Nicholas Manapalo. Now a shot taken, and that one ends up in along the corner board.
Homer Soderblom came off the bench, came down the middle of the ice, let it go, and just did miss that top corner.
Sherrod holds it in, left point to dump it in behind the Ottawa goal. 3 minutes to play in regulation. Wings need a goal to tie it. It's 2-1 Ottawa. Larkin over the blue line, flips it to Sider, rolls it to the side of the goal. In behind the net, Brady Tkachuk hammers it up the left side. This one travels down the ice, a foot race for the puck, and Sherrod's going to get there first. Crowd thought the Ottawa player got there before. That was a minor, but icing called against the Ottawa Senators.
Maybe take advantage of this. They can change the players, get some fresh players out on that ice. It's going to be a tired group of Ottawa Senator forwards. 2:43 left in regulation time. What a game this has turned out to be. Big face-off coming up to the right of Linus Ullmark, who has definitely been their best player all night long. Wings do make the change, sending out that second line to Brinkett, Kane, and the rookie Marco Kasper.
All right, the goaltender is pulled for the extra attacker, so Talbot is watching from that Detroit bench. From the draw, Sider's shot, save made, Ullmark. You see everything that the Red Wings have right now as it's pitched down low into the corner. Dylan Larkin rolls it to Raymond. Raymond moving in, shoots the puck off a leg. Brady Tkachuk hammers it off the side boards. Banks it all the way towards the empty net. But getting there first before it went into the net, that was Sider.
It's going a little bit wide, I think, but still a dangerous play. Here comes Dylan Larkin, dumps it from center.
Shoots it around the boards. Tkachuk backhands it now behind the goal. It's chased down into the corner, up the right side, away from DeBrincat. Foot race for the puck. DeBrincat and Stutzla. Stutzla going in, and he is ridden off the puck. Sider with a bouncing puck. Rolls that puck around the boards. Held in. Here's Greg with the open net. In front, Stutzla. Chance, it's blocked right out in front by DeBrincat. Wow.
10 shots on goal, now playing his team. He's got it again. What a game it's been for DeBrincat. Here comes Patrick Kane.
Kane up the left side to DeBrincat. 1:43 to go. Wings need a goal to tie it. It's 2-1 Ottawa. Kasper to Larkin in the corner in the Senator end. Larkin cuts down the middle, shoots the puck. That's blocked. It bounces towards the empty net and knocked away at the last second by Ullmark. That almost went in.
Artem Zub, the veteran defenseman, dove across the goal crease to take one away from the Red Wings. Bodies flying, sticks broken.
Out to center, Stutzla got it up across the line. Raymond on a change, rolls it ahead over the Ottawa blue line.
Wings need a face-off now in the offensive zone.
Puck deflected off a Red Wing stick, wide of the goal. Now we're down to 1:08 to go, and the Red Wings need a goal to tie it. 2-1 Ottawa. Extra attacker on the ice. Soderblom over the blue line, into the corner, circles in behind the Ottawa goal, pumped it back on the line. Under a minute to go. Gustafsson. Now to Tarasenko, back to Gustafsson. To Tarasenko up high off his stick. It's pitched down low, comes around the near side, trying hard to hold it in. Soderblom got it towards the blue line. Tarasenko over to the right side of the ice, moves his way down into the corner. Now he sets it up down low, 35 seconds to go. Wings got to hurry here. Tarasenko along the right wing boards. Regroups, moves it left circle. Evanson, shot in front, redirected wide by Rasmussen off the right goal post. Now it's pitched back to the blue line. Gustafsson holds it in, 18 seconds left. Pass across, Tarasenko down low. 10 seconds to go. Tarasenko with a feed in front. It's loose. Ullmark makes the save with a lot of Red Wings out in front of the goal.
Exhausted players on both the sides. Defensively, Ottawa, offense for the Red Wings. Simon Edmondson can't believe it. Perfect cross-ice pass. He got his stick on it and went back towards the goal. Somehow Ullmark able to make the save to keep it a 2-1 lead for Ottawa. Wings have 9.3 seconds left in the face-off, exactly where they want.
Never one last chance for the Red Wings.
That was 2 great minutes of outstanding hockey. Just so many different kinds of play, offensively, defensively. Ottawa 2 or 3 times almost put the game away. Great defensive plays, but the Red Wings have stormed back. Now a big face-off coming up. The Wings have used out. That's a good decision to give them top players a break.
A break to make up. We'll do it at the conclusion of this period. Player interview brought to you by Meijer, proud hometown partner of the Detroit Red Wings. All of our plays under review this season brought to you by 1-800-CALL-SAM. And our locker room interviews are brought to you by McLaren Health, McLaren and the Carmanis Cancer Institute, your best chance.
Well, it's going to come down to a face-off, and now Joe Lark's going to take that draw for Detroit, and of course he's got to be able to control it. Just can't afford to lose it. You can get a tie, go sideways, you can get possession. Just can't lose it. To get it out, the game's going to be over. Tim Stutzel, I think, is going to probably take that draw for Ottawa.
Well, they're critical face-offs, and the Red Wings are hoping for overtime. Brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Michigan. Confidence comes with every card.
It might be newly acquired to Dylan's cousin. No, it's a veteran, Claude Giroux. He's going to take the draw.
Larkin against Giroux. 10 seconds left. Wings need a goal to tie it. 6 attackers on the ice for Detroit, and the goaltender pull.
It's amazing lines from referees to be able to get people lined up properly when tensions are running so high on both sides.
Mason was cheating a little bit. Now Larkin again in for the draw against Giroux.
Dylan got kicked out. He moved twice now, so Michael Rasmussen is going to have to come in and take this very important face-off.
Rasmussen against Giroux. Big face-off coming up. From the draw, it stays in the left circle. Sanderson fires that puck all the way down the ice. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and touching it, Gustafsson, 2.5 seconds left. Time for one last opportunity for the Red Wings, 2.5 seconds to go.
That's a mistake for Jake Sanderson. He shot that puck way too hard. I think the Klein go back and take a look at the clock to put a little bit of time on that clock. That puck was definitely across the line before 2.5. Dylan Larkin's going to line him up on the opposite side this time.
Referee skating over towards the scorer's table. 3 seconds left on the clock. Face-off to Allmark's left. Larkin in for the face-off against Greg. Wings win the draw. It comes into the right circle. Into the slot. Raymond scores, but time has run out. No. Time has run out.
You sure?
I don't think it's a goal, Paul. He put it home. I think the light went on.
I know, the Wings are celebrating.
We'll have to wait and see here.
Take a good hard look, though. Look down, slow it down, and make sure exactly what it is. Wow. That was close.
The call on the ice is that the puck entered the net after time expired. The play is under review.
Yeah, there were zeros on the clock, and boy, Ottawa escaped the big one right there. Looked like Raymond in the waning seconds tied the hockey game, but there were zeros on the clock. And I saw the green light come on. That's not official, by the way, but I saw it go on before the puck crossed the goal line and into the net.
Imagine that. That was the 50th shot of the game for the Rebels. And half a second
After
earlier.
video review, the call on the ice is confirmed. No goal.
They got it right.
The game is over.
What a great effort by the Red Wings, though. Can't ask much more than that, and definitely something to build on. And they got 18 games left in the schedule. If they play like they played here against Ottawa tonight, they're definitely going to make the playoffs. That was an outstanding performance. Took a slow start to get them going, but once David Perron scored that power play goal, they were a totally different team.
Well, the Ottawa Senators pick up 2 more points. They have 71 on the season right now. And the Red Wings still remain 66 as they lose their 6th straight game. But it was a hard-fought effort by the Red Wings here tonight.
Then again, just got to build off this game tonight. They played outstanding hockey the second and third period. Got to go back home now Wednesday, take care of the Buffalo Sabres. That will not be an easy game. Buffalo won tonight at home against Edmonton, then get back on the road and take on Carolina. They can win that game as well in Carolina. They play with that kind of speed and determination, as we saw in those final 40 minutes of play. That was an outstanding effort by the Red Wings.
All right, we have a break to make up. We'll do it right here. Final score here in Ottawa, the Senators 2 and the Red Wings 1. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. When you're hurt, you shouldn't have to wait for help. That's why when you contact us, we respond fast. You'll have help when you need it most. We're so responsive, we're winning awards. In 2021 and again in 2022, we won the Hennessy Digital Award for fastest responding law firm. Getting help quickly when you need help most, that's the Bernstein advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM.
The Sam Bernstein Law Firm, Michigan's first family of law.
Parents, could your high school senior or recent grad use free money for college or career training? Fund their path with the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Odds are they'll qualify for tuition-free community college, up to $27,500 at a public or private university, or up to $4,000 for a career training program. Simply fill out the FAFSA to apply. Get started at mi.gov/achievement.
You don't like to brag, but you're a pretty impressive person. You're detail-oriented, have a great work ethic, and you're a great communicator. Stop being so modest. Use all your amazing qualities to start a career at UWM. You'll get paid training, growth opportunities, and enjoy our inclusive workplace culture. Of course you don't want to take credit for your awesomeness. That's so you. Apply at uwmjobs.com today. Opportunity lives here.
The Red Wings fired 49 shots on Linus Ullmark, who was definitely the number one star of this hockey game. Red Wings appeared to score with not much time left on the clock, but Raymond fired it past Ullmark. There were zeros on the clock, so therefore it didn't count. And in the end, Dylan Cousins gets the power play goal at 14:56. That was the eventual game winner. And the Senators beat the Red Wings 2-1.
The clock was originally at 2.5. Then the referees did change and moved it up half a second to 3. Can you imagine if they'd gone a full second to 3.5?
Yeah.
Then we probably tie the game up for playing sudden death overtime. But what a valiant effort by the Red Wings. Just an outstanding hockey game. Had a sluggish start to that opening period, but both teams played at a very high level, especially Detroit, in the final 40 minutes of play.
49 shots by the Red Wings, 23 for the Ottawa Senators. Perron and Cousins, power play goals. Cousins, the game winner. Dylan Larkin netted an even strength goal early in the third period for Detroit.
It's going to make General Manager Steven Staios very happy of the Ottawa Senators that the player required the trade deadline, Dylan Cousins, gets the game-winning goal. What a great play that was by Jake Sanderson.
So the final score again here in Ottawa, the Senators 2 and the Red Wings 1. We'll be back with our post-game show and Paul's 3 stars and much, much more. Look ahead at that Buffalo Sabre game coming up on Wednesday from Hockeytown. This is the Detroit Red Wings Radio Network.
Together, let's drive. Dangle, Snipe, and Selly. Keep your car sparkling clean and wash all you want starting at